complex say false fire alarms are getting worse, and they say it could be dangerous.
It often happens between midnight and 5 a.m. The blaring fire alarm jolting Gateway Chastain residents like Alexandra Reese from a deep sleep.
It is terrifying.
Sandy Springs Fire Marshal David Dunn tells me they've been called to the complex at least 7 times this year, all for false alarms, and he's worried that residents will stop taking the alerts seriously.
We need to treat these as real alarms every time until we know otherwise.
He believes it's likely a system issue, but they could levy fines if the problem isn't fixed. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
And no comment yet from the building's property manager. It is 68 degrees in Atlanta. We won't have to wait too much longer for the next rain chance. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Thieves in metro Atlanta are taking advantage of the popularity of Pokemon cards. Gwinnett police arrest a man who's seen on surveillance video breaking into Wasteland Gaming in Duluth.
Went straight to a specific glass display case where Pokemon cards were in there, pulled out a handgun and fired a round into that case, breaking that glass.
Gwinnett Police Corporal Ryan Winderweedle says thousands of dollars worth of cards were stolen. The suspect is caught trying to resell them in Cobb County. Police are also looking into a separate Pokemon card theft involving 2 suspects. The woman killed in a crash Wednesday outside a DeKalb County grocery store is the aunt of 2 Atlanta Falcons players.
Giselle Perry died after the parked car she was in was struck by another car outside a Kroger on Wesley Chapel Road. The other driver and a pedestrian also sustained serious injuries. Perry was the aunt of Atlanta Falcons defensive backs AJ and Avion Terrell, the brothers who will share an NFL field together for the first time this fall. AJ posted pictures of Perry on Instagram with a caption reading, "I'm torn, Auntie. Heart is heavy. I love you." Giselle Perry was 49 years old. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
This is new at 3 o'clock. A shooting suspect arrested today near Red Eye Road in Forsyth County. 35-year-old Jose Mendoza is charged with shooting his roommate several times at their home on Shiloh Road yesterday. The roommate's in the hospital in critical condition. Mendoza now behind bars in Forsyth County, charged with aggravated assault. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security says he appears to be in the country illegally. He's charged with aggravated assault, but more charges are possible. 2 Georgia residents are being monitored after a cruise ship hantavirus outbreak. The Georgia Department of Public Health says the individuals are currently in good health and show no signs of infection. Maria Van Kerkhove with the World Health Organization says this is not the start of another worldwide pandemic.
I want to be unequivocal here. This is not SARS-CoV-2. This is not the start of a COVID pandemic. This is an outbreak that we see on a ship. There's a confined area. We have 5 confirmed cases so far.
3 cruise ship passengers have died in the outbreak so far. It is 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, taking a look at the jam cam in Ackworth. Still watching crash cleanup from this morning. It continues on the left shoulder, 75 northbound before Highway 92, exit 277. So just be mindful of that. It's causing a little bit of extra volume as you make your way from Wade Green Road up to Highway 92. Elsewhere, 285 east and southbound, the inner loop into DeKalb County, getting slower from Buford Highway down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. And we got a crash in Gwinnett County on Highway 29, Lawrenceville Highway at Greenwood Road. That is slowing the ride there in both directions. That is in the Norcross area. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Mostly cloudy with the rain showers tapering off through the afternoon. High 72. Lows tonight in the low 50s with some areas of fog through the morning hours. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy. Highs in the low 70s. A few rain showers for Saturday morning. Mostly cloudy through the afternoon. High 76.
And right now, 64 in Woodstock, 68 in Fayetteville, 70 in Lawrenceville. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Eric is out today, so I am your host, Tim Andrews. Everybody else is here with me. We have Autumn Fisher, somewhere in the ether, the man behind the glass, George Clark, and of course, our trusty producer, the guy who puts everything together, the glue, the straw that stirs the drink, Jared Yamamoto. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Tim?
Oh, boy. It was a long night. Now, Autumn isn't involved with this. Maybe she will be later, but, we had all those weather alerts. Were you weather aware? Were you in any way inconvenienced by the storms?
No. You know what, Tim? I slept so hard last night. When I woke up this morning, I had those eye crusties over my eyes.
Oh, because you were like hungover, so you needed to sleep.
That's right.
You know what? But not really, though. Like, I know that I went out for a little bit on Cinco de Mayo, but I just slept really hard last night.
Well, you slept so. I mean, what is sleeping hard?
Just where your eyes are almost like, it just feels so relaxing, right?
Okay.
Like I was like in a little cocoon, woke up with little eye crusties.
Yeah,
I'm like,
You
wow, I
don't
felt
remember, like, you don't wake up in the middle of the night and
Yes.
think, like, what do I'm going to roll around.
Wait.
Don't open your phone. Go back to bed.
Wait till you're in your 50s, Jared. You'll be waking up in the middle of the night.
good. Oh no.
Running to the bathroom, which happens quite a bit. I went home, because we haven't had any rain forever, so it was exciting. Hey, we're going to have storms. We're going to have a lot of rain, a couple inches of rain, but watch out for flooding, watch out for this and that, the winds. So I went home, got out the old NOAA weather radio, had it on the ready, and I thought to myself as I went to bed, no, I'm not turning it on because it wakes you up to tell you that there's a severe storm warning in Macon, so I don't want to get awakened for that. But it was nice to get all the rain. The typical thing that happened, and we noticed this yesterday afternoon as the show progressed, Alex Williams was giving us all the traffic headaches, and this morning people were driving like lunatics. And I only bring it up. I mean, we always have had bad traffic constantly, but I only talk about it when it is absolutely terrible. Some person weaving in and out, going in the median lane because there's a bus and past a bus.
Oh, wow.
Well, the bus didn't have its lights on, but still, I can't wait. I have to get to wherever I'm going. So, but be weather aware, and that's why you leave it right here for all the alerts.
What is the bad traffic this morning have to do with the weather last night?
Because it was raining when I was taking my son
Yeah, there's a
to
little
school.
carryover into the morning. Like I know, like I
Yeah.
went for my workout around like 9:15 this morning. We still had a little bit of sprinkle left over from it, and of course, if it's any kind of precipitation falling from the sky in Atlanta, we can't drive it in.
Yeah. Now, did you go outside or did you work out in the gym this morning?
I went to the gym this morning. I went and shot some basketball, and I played with some 18 and 19-year-olds. So I was.
Did they
I was
dunk on
hooping.
you?
I was hooping. No, they couldn't
It's
dunk
weird
on
that
me.
you had to say that they were 18 or 19. Make sure that they're.
Well, just the young kids.
Oh, yeah, they were
Hey,
definitely
I'm-
18,
I'm 37, man. I'm out there hooping with these.
You're an old
teen-
man to them.
I'm exactly. I'm unk
Why
now.
aren't they in school?
Good point.
Well, they're
Good point.
18 and 19. Maybe they're not in school.
Yeah, you know what? Exactly, Autumn.
Well,
Judging everybody.
Yeah.
Why aren't they in school?
I had fun. I
old Karen Autumn.
I was hooping it. I was hooping it up though. I had a good
I'm
time.
going to call the police.
You should call the police. Why are you in this gym?
There are children in a gym. Ma'am, they're 19. They're children.
They're too young. Well, I bring it up because usually Jared goes on his fun nature walks and he'll take pictures.
Yeah.
I saw an owl, or I
saw an owl.
a snake,
I saw a snake.
or a hawk, or something. And I'm going to ask you this.
Oh no.
No, I'm not making fun of you at all. I really want to know.
Okay.
I want to know. This is. I'm one of those guys that I guess it's age, and maybe because I don't like doing this on Facebook, but I've kind of gotten sucked into the vortex that is known as the Nextdoor app.
Oh,
You familiar with
fun.
Nextdoor?
Yes,
of
absolutely.
course.
It should be called neighborhood bitching about something.
Yes.
Yeah.
But where I live, and I want to ask you this, because you live where? Where is it? The West End?
It's West Midtown.
West, okay. Everything has a name. I don't know. West Midtown, okay.
Yeah.
Do you see coyotes a lot?
All the time. In fact, with living in an Atlanta zip code, I never thought that I would ever see coyotes as often as I do. And they are not afraid in the city.
No,
either.
they're not afraid of
They're
any
built
people.
different in the city. They'll just look at you like,
I
okay.
never saw them when I lived in Midtown, but I know when we lived in Smyrna, they were all around.
When did you live in Smyrna?
Or
yeah, I
Vinings
remember.
or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And
Yeah.
Vinings. Yeah, but it was very infrequent, and there's more woods there. And,
Yeah.
but the whole city's covered in woods. It's only been the last 7, 8, 9 years where the population has really exploded. And in DeKalb County, where we live in the woods, near Stone Mountain, Tucker area, I see them all the time. All the time. And I see them in my backyard. The last time I saw one was right after I let our little dogs in. And now we go out. Every time we let the dogs out, we stand there. Because
okay, you can't let them free
No.
in your backyard.
No, we used to.
Yeah.
But now the last one I saw was a couple months ago. It was in my yard, right up by the door where we let them out. And I stepped out and I said, "Get out of here." And the thing just looked at me.
They don't care.
No. I'm like yelling, like, "Get! Get!" And so
Maybe you should treat it like some sort of meaningful thing like a coyote has crossed your path, and it means, like you need to pay attention to what the universe is telling you.
You mean find out what the Cherokee did when they, well, they
Yeah.
didn't do anything because there were no coyotes here when the Cherokee were
Oh, there
living.
weren't?
No, they're an invasive species. They're
Oh, I didn't know that. Where are they from?
West, Midwest. They've sort of encroached all over the country.
Canada.
Huh.
Well, sure. They have
Probably
rules.
China.
They got, yeah, those. Well, we're trying to ban the Chinese coyotes, as you hear in all the political ads that are running on the station. We're getting rid of the Chinese coyotes.
That's
he
right.
voted
If those
for it.
Chinese coyotes want to sit around and Netflix and chill all day,
And
Yes.
eat Cheetos.
But
getting rid of those guys.
the reason I bring up next door is because every day, be careful. I saw a coyote here. I saw a coyote there. I was walking my dog, and a coyote chased a kid.
Whoa.
Well, they do. They'll go after little kids if they're
Coyote
unattended.
ate my baby.
Yeah, that's right. The dingo ate my baby.
We don't have coyotes here. We have foxes.
Well, yeah, there's foxes everywhere, but foxes are...
I've never seen a fox until I lived here. Like IRL, I've seen them dead, run over. But like you can like come across them. They'll cross your path. They'll look at you.
But they'll
They'll
run away.
scream. Have you heard them like?
Yes, well, I hear
cry
them.
out?
We have them in the woods behind our house, so I've heard them scream several
This
times.
is wild. It sounds like a kid or something.
I know. It sounds like a little kid. Wah!
Yeah.
But they're more likely to have rabies, I think. But I'm less concerned about them because I don't think they'll go after a dog, but a coyote will. But on Nextdoor, somebody will post this, and then it's like an 80% people going, I wish we could get rid of him. I wish we could get rid of him. And then 20% of the people, and I like to call them, what do I like to, I wrote a name here, and maybe I shouldn't. I call them pro-coyote.
Okay.
Because it's nicer than the other name I wrote down that I'm not going to say. But it's the we're living in their land. We're living in where they were here first. No, they weren't. Second of all, the population explodes and they don't do anything about it. And then, it's like, well, maybe you shouldn't have a dog, or maybe you shouldn't have a pet, or keep your cat in your house. Cats like going outside. Keep your cat in your house. Keep your dog in your house when you're walking. But the thing is, in the old days, if there was a varmint on your property, you went out with a shotgun. End of problem.
You can do that in Georgia. You can kill them. There's no bag.
Not in a city, not in a municipal
Oh,
area.
really?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't go shooting
Did you
firearms.
check?
Yes, I've checked. You cannot go shooting off a gun in the middle of
It
an
says
incorporated
here on Gemini, private land. You're able to.
private land. Okay, now ask
That's in your quarter of an acre.
ask if you're allowed to shoot a coyote in DeKalb County if you're in an incorporated city. I do not believe. But the short version of all this is they're not originally abundant in Georgia. They're invasive and they're all over the place. And people give you that, we can't do anything about it.
And
Well, what eats the coyote? Maybe we should
Nothing.
get more of those.
Nothing. Oh, okay.
Nothing.
Nothing. No.
How about bears?
We don't have. Well, there aren't enough bears.
All right, let's import some bears.
Okay.
And then the bears will overrun, and then
They're
we'll say, all
nicer.
right, well, what eats the bears?
They won't go after your dog.
Because, well, if they have plenty of coyotes, they'll be full.
They will be full.
Actually,
Yeah.
so we have a couple things that could eat a coyote.
All right,
here.
go ahead.
Okay.
Wolves, mountain lions,
Okay, we don't
and
have
bears.
Yeah, we don't have the mountain lions. There might be one or two.
Release the mountain lions.
Let's do it. They have them in California. I saw a story the other day. There was one stalking somebody on a hiking trail. So they call animal control. They shoot a dart in it and take it farther up in the woods.
That's that happens all the time in those. Like, there's a whole thing in California about hiking alone, or like not even just alone, but like in a less populated or less popular trail.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Well, listen, one time when I was hiking, I had my two hounds with me, my bloodhounds, and we were hiking, and then this mountain lion jumped and killed them both, and I buried him by a tree, and then red ferns grew there.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, red
I
something.
had a dog once that was bit. It was fighting off something. I can't remember the story now. Shoot! It got rabies.
Oh no! Was it a yellow dog?
Yes,
And did it
was.
did you have to shoot Old Yeller?
Yes, I did by the barn.
Then everybody cried. They showed that movie to us in elementary school, and every kid was like, "Wow, they killed the dog!" All right, back to the coyotes, which are sort of dogs, I guess.
Which are kind of like dogs.
They are kind of like dogs.
It's interesting. Like a wolf would go after a coyote. It seems like they'd be like, "Hey, brother, man, like we're kind of close."
Oh, no.
Different packs.
They're the alpha dog. They don't want any little wannabes running around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
A coyote would be like a midget wolf.
Hey, don't say that.
Well, he's not talking about a person.
I'm talking about a wolf.
A little
Hey.
dog.
They prefer Little Wolf.
Little wolf. Yeah, there you go. No, that's my name. Anyway.
Yeah, a little wolf. See, we're back to the meaning of what if a coyote crosses your path. What does it mean spiritually?
It means run back in your house and get all your pets in. But if people out there know, you can leave us an open mic. What can you do about it?
You can legally kill them in DeKalb, Georgia.
You can.
County,
so I can go out in my backyard with the shotgun. I don't.
What if you didn't have a shotgun? What if you just have like
a shovel?
Gun?
It's only blow dart in DeKalb.
Yeah, blow darts. I thought about getting a crossbow.
Do it.
Whoa.
No, I don't want to
solve this problem. You'd be the hero of next door.
What am I going? Oh, I'd love to be that. The king of next door. I don't know what I would do though. You shoot a coyote, you leave it in your yard to decompose.
Make a cool
you
hat.
call
I could make a
RFKJR.
hat.
He knows what to do.
Hold on, I'll be there. Make sure you don't cut off its wiener. What was that?
I want to strap it to my car.
There was just an engineer trying to talk to me over here.
Oh, okay. Cool. Anyway, can I have the hide and the guts and the eyes and the nose and the tail and all the... I want all of it. Just
for
throw it in.
science.
Yeah, well, I guess.
You can have all of it, RFK Jr. You can have all of the
I
coyotes.
want all the coyotes in Georgia.
We have got plenty of them, and I 100% agree with you, Tim. I think that if you can do something about them, do it, because our Nextdoor app, I know it's regional based on your zip code. The thing that we keep getting, along with the coyotes, is we have a bobcat that kind of roams around our
that's
neighborhood.
cool.
And
That's way cool.
The bobcat is really cool. Like I'm like, please don't mess with the bobcat. But the coyotes, I mean, I've seen them when I've come home later at night, like after I've been out and about, and I've seen like the coyotes just come directly up to our neighborhood.
Again, this is
walk up
some,
to us, and they don't care. They don't care.
No, they don't care.
This is some sort of like you're on some sort of spiritual journey or something. Jared, you've taken peyote. You're on your way home. 14 coyote came to me and told me the way.
They told me I need to go to the belt line. The coyotes are everywhere.
Yes.
In fact, last night I was up late in my studio, and the coyote was out early on its ranch. Okay, that's a Joni Mitchell reference. Didn't need to do that. So one of the things I've done, though, is I've
He was
gone on
picking up a hitcher.
That's right. Prisoner of the White Line on the freeway.
I love that song. Nobody likes that song.
I know they don't. I know a lot of people that like Joni Mitchell. I don't like that song.
That's such a great song.
Shut up. She sang it in the last waltz. You
No regrets,
Luddite.
Coyote.
I know. Let's just both sing it right now and completely derail the show.
We need to exorcise this song from our brain.
But if you know something about coyotes, I guess George has proved you can kill them. I don't think it's legal, though, to shoot a gun in a municipal
It does
area.
seem.
Think what you want.
All right.
It does seem troubling that you could be like, I was just trying to shoot a coyote and I accidentally shot into my neighbor's kitchen window. Like,
Well, that's the reason. You don't want to be
Right.
shooting things up. But you can leave an open mic if you know something. Or if you're one of those people that just loves the coyotes and we're in their area, you need to educate yourself. Go to next door.
You can trap them.
Go ahead.
Well, who has time for that? I can't. How do you trap an animal?
There's no. It doesn't take time. You put a trap out and then it traps it.
You
and
mean
then
the
they'll
little
get it.
clamp that then they have to chew their leg
No,
off?
no. It's one of those like cage. Have you seen like
no.
when people catch cats?
Yeah, but then that the county can come do that. I'm not gonna go buy a coyote trap.
Well, I was going to say, even though like on Nextdoor, people are saying, well, they're animals and they should allowed to be here and we're on their land. I mean, all of that's neither here nor there. What are we going to do? It's still a problem.
Yeah.
So like, thanks for bringing up no solution.
Have you seen these jackets that you can put on your dog that they almost look like they're bright yellow or bright pink, and they've got spikes that stick
What are they,
off of them?
tooth-proof or coyote-proof vests?
Well, they make it look like almost like a venomous animal, and then
Oh,
instinctually the coyote does not want to eat your dog.
Oh.
So you need to get that for your dogs, and then you can just let them free.
Well, I've also put a bunch of anvils in my backyard hanging from a tree.
The Acme solution.
Yeah, I ordered them from Acme. By the way, that movie finally coming out.
I saw that.
Acme.
It looks kind of interesting.
It looks
What movie?
hilarious. I think about 4 years ago, is it Will Arnett? Not Will Arnett. Is it Will Arnett from Saturday Night Live?
I think you're right.
Will Arnett.
Yeah, and a bunch of other people. They made this movie, and it's the coyote suing Acme because everything he buys for them fails, and he can't catch the Roadrunner. And so it's live action, and there's cartoon in it. And I believe it's called, can you verify Acme versus Coyote? I just can't remember right now.
Coyote versus Acme.
Okay, Coyote versus Acme. And Warner Brothers shelved it. Said, nobody wants to see this. We're not releasing it. So they've been waiting. An independent studio bought it, and it's coming out in I think, next month.
And it's Will Forte that's in it.
Yeah, Will Forte, sorry. So it'll be, come on, it's going to be good. The trailer's really good. I encourage you to
I've never heard of this.
Yes.
This sounds cool.
It's got like the Who Framed Roger Rabbit feel where the people are talking to cartoons.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be hard to top.
Is it painted on the film like painstakingly like they did with Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it.
Why would
Because have
they?
you seen the making of Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yes,
it's incredible.
Yes.
Like the amount of work that they had to do to make this movie compared to like the garbage that they'd allow to happen now if they were trying to make that same movie.
You two guys, have you ever seen that movie?
I'm a huge fan.
Roger Rabbit. You ever
Never seen it.
Oh,
I
Jared, you must.
You
it's
and-
so good.
You and Tina might like watching that. It's a fun movie, but it's really made for adults. And you'll
It
get
is.
most of the references in it, so you don't have to worry about that.
Good.
I got
It's
it
an
as a
all-timer. Yeah.
Huh?
It's
I
an
understood it.
all-timer.
Oh, yeah, it's an old timer.
I made out with my
All-timer.
girlfriend Joanne when I saw it, so I had to go see it again.
I had a lunchbox. I got the lunchbox for it.
Did you make out with it?
I wanted to, but
All right, so other than anvils and dynamite and, giant crags of rocks that will fall onto the coyote, if you have a solution or if you know of a solution, please leave an open mic. Don't call. We don't take phone calls. Speaking of Coyote and Roadrunner, my son's into those Warner Brothers cartoons now. He was fascinated by one of the other ones with Foghorn Leghorn.
oh wow.
So he was just fascinated by it. And I said, all right, we can watch these. They're pure violence and gunplay. It's perfect.
How did he get exposed? Did you find them and then he liked it?
Well, he watches a lot of these videos on YouTube where they look like video games, okay? And they do. They're cars taken out of like Grand Theft Auto, and they go down ramps, and then they hit these things and explode. And so that's all they are. It's just like it's 5-year-olds like them, and
Isn't it funny? He's such
stoner
a boy.
dudes.
You know what I mean? Like you can't. You really can't take the boy out of a boy if the boy's in the boy. You know?
I guess because he's totally into these, and they go down and they crash, and he calls them violence. He goes, "Can I watch violence?" And I said, we can watch it for a few minutes. I don't like these. And then they have sound bites in them, a lot of movie sound bites. Have I talked about this before?
No.
There's they have sound bites in them from movies, and they're things everybody knows, like, "Hey, what happened?" which is Fred Willard from one of those.
Oh yeah. That was his phrase.
Yeah,
It was,
in one of those movies. I think it's
Best in Show.
Is it Best in Show or is it? I don't know which one it was, but it doesn't
Maybe,
matter.
I don't know.
But there's one now. The new one they've added in there is Donald Trump going, "I'm gonna," and then we've played that before. I'm not going to say it. And so I said, that's the end of this. None of the new ones, because I don't want him running around saying, "I'm gonna finish." And so
Don't finish.
I said, well, I got to break this. We have to break this. And he will watch Peppa Pig, and he watches some other things. But I said, well, if he likes this stuff, let's advance the animation and let's get the Warner Brothers cartoons in. And he sort of digs them. And he does like Tom and Jerry, too, which is, nothing but violence, but he just calls it Tom and Jerry.
Do you like for him to watch more relaxing things, or do you mind it being like stimulating?
In the daytime, you can watch stimulating things, but we
Yeah.
both do a good job of, he has a tablet, but I don't think he's touched it in almost a month.
Yeah, that's
we try to keep him from doing that, and he can occupy himself. He will ask, and we'll give him a few minutes or, a certain amount of time, but, the only time those things are really handy is if you're on a long car ride or if you have something
I think
to
it's
do.
good that you're exposing him to all kinds of different content too, because I feel like a lot of newer parents and younger parents don't expose their kids to some of the older stuff like that. I think it's good that you're doing a little bit of the Peppa Pig, but also going back to the Looney Tunes and stuff like that. That's cool.
Yeah, and then also as far as music is concerned, he likes Beatles music. Between his mother and I, we have vastly different musical tastes, but we also have, like she's getting him into this yacht rock stuff. I heard him singing "Like the Wind" the other day.
That's amazing.
And I'm like, okay, I'll put that on for you, whatever you want.
Like the wind.
But I don't know of how many 5-year-olds in Atlanta or the whole country right now know the song "Lydia the Tattooed Lady" or Captain Spaulding by not Richard Marx. Groucho Marx.
This sounds Groucho Marx. This sounds like the childhood my kids have had, because they also were too young to know, I forget one of the songs. Just these old like smooth rock type of songs,
Yeah.
It's been really fun.
He gets the modern stuff. He gets some modern country. He gets some modern pop. Not
well,
for
and they're
me,
exposed to that anyway, because like at school, if they
Yeah.
play any music, it's not going to be, Kenny Loggins or something. They're going to be playing Taylor Swift or some, Miley Cyrus or something. But yeah, you exposing them to fun things, I love that.
Yeah, and he has old dad, so he's going to get a lot of different stuff.
And I had old dad, so I had a lot of old stuff.
How old was your dad when you were born? Was he in his 40s
my
yet?
mom was 29, and so he was 35. 34.
All right, Jared, is your dad old?
No. He's a younger dad. So.
Okay. How old was your dad when you were born?
26. Both my parents were 26.
But they both had their musical tastes, so you got that too.
Definitely, absolutely. My mom was, as I brought up on the show many times, huge into Phil Collins, Boston, Genesis, Steely Dan. Like, she was a gigantic music fan. My dad likes like the kind of 2000s kind of rap kind of stuff.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
It's
Like
hilarious.
NWA?
Yeah, like Chingy and stuff like that. So
NWA. I can picture Jared's dad driving around listening to Straight Outta Compton. How about you before we get...
My dad was 30 when he had me, and grew up with my mom, and she was from Manchester, so it was like Oasis and stuff.
Just the Smiths, right? Is your mom a Smiths fan?
Yeah.
Just don't
And
East goth, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. So well-rounded, I say. Well-rounded. And, of course, you can play Joni Mitchell's Coyote, and every kid will love that song.
No regrets.
Do it now, because if they end up hating it, you're just going to be mad.
I haven't heard this song before. I can't wait to hear it.
You've never heard?
It's really good. It's just Joni Mitchell can do no wrong, honestly, in my book.
It wasn't a hit song, but she did play it during The Last Waltz, which is a good movie. Scorsese movie. It's the band's last performance. Well, here it is. It'll take us to the break.
No regrets, Coyote. We just come from such different sets of circumstance. I'm up all night in the studios and you're up early on your ranch.
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month. 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
Belinda here, and I'm with Larry, who took me up on an offer from Virtual Imaging, and he had his life saved not once, but twice.
So we went up for a free body scan, me and my wife, and we also joined the going up there every other year. I had an aneurysm in my liver, had no signs and symptoms of it, didn't feel bad. I just wanted, to have a checkup. That's the first time they saved my life. Me and my wife go up there at the same time after 2 years, and that's when they found the heart blockage. 99% blockage in my aorta. I was a walking heart attack. Well, 2 stents later.
So what would you tell people who are on the fence about going to Virtual Imaging?
Go to Virtual Imaging, then go see a doctor. Go up there, they do brain all the way down to your little toe.
Folks, what are you waiting for? Book an appointment with Virtual Imaging today for a free heart scan with few minimum requirements. Call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or visit virtualimagingatl.com.
Georgia Power is here for you with quick tips to help you save on your bill this summer. Change your HVAC filter and check vents for flow. Set your thermostat at 78 for max efficiency, but every degree closer helps. Because summer savings mean more to spend on what really matters. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for more energy-saving tips.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Brian Monahan and Storm Tracker 2 HD, a certified meteorologist tracking storms, warning you up to 5 minutes faster. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's George Estevez. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
Fall in love with Terrifying Jewelry's amazing collection of designer brands such as Roberto Coin, De Beers Forever Mark Diamonds, and their collection of fine Swiss watches from Rolex, Tudor, and Tag Heuer. Treat yourself and your loved ones to a special gift from Terrifying Jewelry Company in Beaufort.
Coming up from the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, Delta Classical Concerts featuring Robert Spano conducting Bernstein's Age of Anxiety Symphony and Berlioz' Harold in Italy, May 7th and 9th at Symphony Hall. Tickets at aso.org.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter for RJ's Auto Body Plus. Now, listen, here's a scenario. This happens every day in Atlanta. A person gets in a wreck, you file a claim with your insurance, then the insurance steers you to their preferred auto body shop for an estimate. It's a short list. They do this because these places are in bed with the insurance companies. They work with the insurance companies to cut corners on your repairs. Do not do this. If you get sick, do you go where your insurance company tells you to go? If you are hurt in an accident, do you go to an attorney where your insurance company tells you to go? No, you go where you're going to get the best care for you. RJ's Auto Body Plus works in your best interest, not the insurance company. Better service, better parts, and paint. And in most cases, a more timely manner. They'll even come get your car and tow it in. family owned in Marietta, Georgia by my friends Jeff and Edith. Search RJ's Auto Body Plus or 770-955-5020.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story: health officials in multiple states, including Georgia, are monitoring passengers who may have been exposed to hantavirus on a Dutch cruise ship and are now back in the U.S. Correspondent Bradley Blackburn has the latest on the investigation.
On Thursday, officials with the World Health Organization confirmed 5 of 8 people sickened on the ship were infected with the Andes strain of the virus.
In previous outbreaks, there has been instances of human-to-human transmission, mainly among close contacts.
The World Health Organization is investigating whether the first passengers who died on the ship may have contracted the virus in Argentina while birdwatching near a landfill.
Residents of a Sandy Springs apartment complex are raising concerns about false fire alarms at the Gateway Chastain Apartments on Roswell Road.
Honestly, just absolute panic. You know, when I am in my deepest sleep normally during that time and I get woken up by that alarm, it is terrifying.
Alexandra Reese says it's been going on for months. Fire officials are concerned with so many false alarms, residents will stop taking them seriously. The medical examiner identifies the woman killed in Wednesday's crash outside of Kroger on Wesley Chapel Road in DeKalb County as 49-year-old Giselle Perry. She was the aunt of Atlanta Falcons defensive backs A.J. and Avion Terrell. Investigators say Perry was sitting in a parked car when it was hit, sending the vehicle into a pedestrian and the building. 2 others were seriously injured. In her State of the County address today, DeKalb CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson touts the over $30 million investment in crime prevention.
That included a real-time crime center that brings data and intelligence together, a drone first responder program, strategically placed license plate readers, and a growing network of cameras across our business community.
She says police officer retention is up 98% in DeKalb. This just in, March Madness is getting bigger. The NCAA is officially expanding the men's and women's basketball tournaments from 68 to 76 teams next season. It is 3:32 now. Live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, just found some new trouble heading out toward Lawrenceville. It is on Highway 316 eastbound before you get to Sugarloaf Parkway. Stall smack dab in the center lane. That's slow in the ride as you leave I-85. 85 north and south. Already seeing that bunch up between Chamblee Tucker and Pleasant Dale Road with all the merging madness there. Earlier crash, Highway 29 Lawrenceville Highway right around Greenwood Road. That's north of Rockbridge Road. That has cleared. All lanes are back open there. It's already slow on the west side outer loop, 285 southbound. The brake lights start around South Cobb Drive for the ride down into that construction zone at I-20. Northbound also slow in the same area on the inner loop from Cascade Road up to I-20 exit number 10. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Cloudy skies as the rain showers taper off. Today's high is 72. Lows tonight in the low 50s with some areas of fog through the morning hours. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy, high around 73. Saturday, morning rain showers, cloudy skies through the afternoon, highs in the mid-70s.
69 in Milton and in Tucker, 66 in College Park. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
As a Massey Services technician, we've earned the trust of our customers. So much so, we're often called upon for a second opinion.
Should we try a perm or bangs with layers today?
What would my Massey technician think?
Whatever you choose, you'll love it. Just like our landscape service. It's customized to the seasonal needs of your lawn throughout the year, with all-inclusive pricing and no hidden fees. Plus, our service is guaranteed or your money back.
Massey Services, offering expert advice and much more. Expect more and get it.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Access to affordable credit helps me pay my employees, but I don't really need it.
Inflation is killing me. But who cares? Big retailers are making record profits. That's why we support the Durbin Marshall credit card bill.
See? Banks and credit unions help small businesses make payroll. This bill would cut the vital resources they need.
While increasing megastore profits. They deserve it, don't they?
Tell Congress, stop the Durbin Marshall money grab for corporate megastores.
Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Belinda here, and I'm with Larry, who took me up on an offer from Virtual Imaging, and he had his life saved not once, but twice.
So we went up for a free body scan, me and my wife, and we also joined the going up there every other year. I had an aneurysm in my liver, had no signs and symptoms of it, didn't feel bad. I just wanted, to have a checkup. That's the first time they saved my life. Me and my wife go up there at the same time after 2 years, and that's when they found the heart blockage. 99% blockage in my aorta. I was a walking heart attack. Well, 2 stents later.
So what would you tell people who are on the fence about going to virtual imaging?
Go to virtual imaging, then go see a doctor. Go up there, they do brain all the way down to your little toe.
Folks, what are you waiting for? Book an appointment with virtual imaging today for a free heart scan with few minimum requirements. Call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or visit virtualimagingatl.com.
Hey there, Doctrinaires. Coyotes have just moved into a void that was left by the red wolf hundreds of years ago.
Whoa.
And the state of Georgia actually does quite a bit to cull their population. So, yes, they are a nuisance, but they're not going to mess with your dog. They're not going to hurt your cat. I mean, grow a pair, all of you. Deuces.
All of you? Who are you talking to?
I think he means in the broader contextual, not just us kind of way.
Okay.
Or maybe just us.
That same open micer did warn us that you cannot fire a firearm within a city limit. So he also said that as well. But
I was right about that.
Yeah.
Well, Gemini says so. Otherwise,
Gemini said I can fire them.
Grow a pair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deuces. Gemini doesn't live in DeKalb County, and I'm not going out in my backyard and shooting off a gun.
Now, this next open micer does have a solution for these coyotes.
Hulk angry, Hulk smash coyote with anvil, Hulk smash Will Forte.
Okay.
Well,
There
listen.
are so many Will Fortes out in the wild grabbing up cats.
I know there are.
There's too many.
It's a
And
problem.
eating them. You know what would be cool, though, is if everybody had like a gamma beam thing or a gamma bomb, and we could have a bunch of little Hulks running around to protect your backyard. So I want science to work on the little Hulks.
Solutions.
Yeah.
That's good. You're coming up with solutions, real solutions.
Man up.
That's what we need here on the Von Hessler Doctrine. We need actual solutions to help stop this coyote problem. Now, this next open micer wants to talk about, we're talking about your son Gil and the different shows that he's been exposed to.
Sure.
He has a question for you, Tim.
Hey, Tim, got a question for you.
Okay.
Somebody who's been on the encephalopod show, I'll call it. When is it appropriate to let your 4-year-old watch that show? I made the mistake of introducing him to the boat truck the other day, and that's all he wants to talk about. And I know a lot of their humor is over their head, but I mean, I love that show, but it's visually unsettling. I don't know. What do you think, bud?
What show is he saying?
He's talking about Squidbillies. And Truck Boat Truck is one of the classic episodes of that. And I very well could be in that one. I don't know. I'm in a couple of them, but I haven't shown him Squidbillies yet, but I have shown him Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, okay.
And he does like the meatball. He calls Meatwad the meatball. And he, I wouldn't play it now, but when he was younger and couldn't really pick up some of the things they were saying, it was just visually entertaining for him to watch. But I don't watch it now. It's too grown up for him.
Yeah. So. I've done a little bit of I showed Pete and Ellie Cornholio.
I haven't done that yet.
But I don't let them watch Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I could imagine if I showed that when the TP and talking
about
all that.
My bunghole.
Yeah, Gilbert would love that.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
But I did show them, and they really liked the Space Madness episode of Ren and Stimpy.
So that's another show I wouldn't show them.
Yeah,
it's
that
too
show.
gross.
No, I would not show them Ren and Stimpy because there's
just
a lot of. But listen, I was watching Ren and Stimpy at Ellie's age, so whatever. But
you
I'm
probably
just saying
didn't understand it, though, right?
Well, sure I did.
Yeah, she did.
I mean, it's not very
Isn't
subtle.
Ellie's like 13? 12, 13?
Oh, yeah,
She's turning 12.
She could watch it now. I mean, it's just like...
She could.
You could
What
watch
I'm
Rick
saying,
and
though,
Morty, too, but...
I don't let them watch Rick and Morty. I can't watch Rick and
Well,
Morty.
it's too gross. It's too gross. I can't... I don't like it. Yeah, I've never liked that show. People have tried to get me into it, and I can't get into it.
Yeah, people love it.
See, I'm a huge fan. Love Rick and Morty.
There is no in between. People either love it or hate it, and I
just
happen
couldn't
to
get
fall in
past
the...
how gross it sounded constantly.
Yeah, the burping and all of that.
Yeah.
There's a couple other. I like Mike Tyson mysteries, which to me is low key one of my favorites. It's just so ridiculous, but I would never let him watch that. There's too much cursing in it.
Have you watched Sarah and Duck?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's a great, relaxing, great show.
Like Trash Truck or Daniel Tiger, those are very relaxing.
Yes.
And
yeah,
one,
I don't know Trash Truck, but I know Daniel Tiger. Daniel Tiger's like kind of cheesy.
yeah,
but still
and
good.
it's from,
Grand-père.
it's from Mr. Rogers. The one I hate the most is Caillou, that whiny little bitch.
Oh no, Caillou's the worst.
We don't watch that.
No.
God, what is the one? He's into this guy Danny Go. Are you familiar with Danny Go?
I've heard of it. Yes.
He is. I don't know who he is. I know he's from North Carolina or something like that. He and his wife make these videos, and he sings. He uses a lot of auto-tune, but they're so visually interesting that's what gets him sucked into it. And then the songs are cool, and he's just a really nice guy, this Danny Go guy. So I allow that, but some of the songs are just ridiculously annoying, so we try to...
What about Storybots?
No, he's into songs about numbers now. He's digging math, so when we go to bed at night, or when he goes to bed at night, before he goes to bed, he goes, "Can we do math?" And then I sit in the bed and he'll ask me, "What's this plus this?" And he'll say, 1,000 million, is that a real number? And I'll say, no. And he'll say, "Okay, what about 1,000,000?" And I'll say, "Yes, that's a real number." So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Wait, 1,000,000 is not a number?
1,000,000 is 1,001,000,000, isn't?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's not a number.
I was like, wait, am I dumb?
And he asked great questions.
Am I not as smart as your son?
You're smart, Then he asked questions like, "Could you count to 1,000,000?" And I said, "Yes, it would take you a long time. A very, very long time." "Why?" "Okay, time to go to bed."
Yeah. Night-night.
Put your Tony on. And that's a whole other thing. People my age didn't have that little box where you could just listen to stories all night. So let's talk about some stories, Jared.
All right. Everyone's talking about the Hanta virus, and apparently Georgia.
Hanta, don't you want to
Hanta? Our state, Georgia, is monitoring 2 residents who traveled on that cruise ship with the Hanta virus outbreak. That's the MV.
Wait, how? Because they've been at sea.
Yeah, but they were still they're from Georgia, so they were on board from the very beginning. That makes sense.
Are they still on board? They're back.
Yes. Yeah, they were just monitoring them.
Okay, so they're still on board the boat.
Yes, correct.
Oh.
And so when they're showing the map of people that have been affected by it and the states are lit up in their colors, those people aren't back in their states. They're still on the boat.
Correct.
Well,
okay.
The people on the boat were on a plane.
Uh-huh.
In Denmark or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And other people were on that plane. And I think those people are now being monitored.
Okay.
It was the wife of one of the Dutch men who died, I think. And then she was on the plane. She got home, I guess, and then she collapsed and she died.
This is a scary story because
it is scary.
There's different strains of this virus, and the one that they're talking about is called the Andes, and that's human-to-human transmission. And so, whenever something like this happens post-pandemic, you immediately get the polarization on social media. Here we go again. Fauci's trying to get us with this man-made Wuhan disease. And then, on the other side of it, it's like, we have to mask up and socially distance. And then, of course, they want you to click and link on all those stories, so the fear porn gets pushed out.
I know Tina and I are going on a cruise next month, and I have had friends and family members that know about it that have been texting. They're like, "You worried, Jared?
Yeah.
You worried?"
Yeah,
I'm like,
you maybe
no.
should be worried.
I'm not worried at all. Not worried in the slightest.
Well,
I'm not gonna. I have no intention of being around
Smash
any
cut.
rat droppings.
Jared's in the hospital.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have no intention of being around any rodents or any rodent droppings.
No, but
so I'll be okay.
Nobody that got this had any intention of being around it.
Well,
it just happens.
It's all about taking care of yourself.
Oh no, it was.
No, it's not.
It was Rat Lines. That was the boat company. You get a discount rate if you travel with rats.
It was just so cheap.
Yes. The World Health Organization says this is not going to be a pandemic like COVID, and I didn't trust them then, but I do now.
Yeah. Now they're saying what I like.
Yeah, I like what if they say something I like, I trust them and believe them. But if I don't, I ain't masking up. I ain't doing it.
Me.
If we could actually do a lockdown for just 2 weeks, I'm kind of in. As long as people don't die and stuff.
I didn't like the lockdown.
No, I hated the lockdown.
I
hated it.
The
just hang out
lockdown?
at home.
Oh yeah.
No,
Crack a
George.
beer at
No,
noon.
no. Don't even wish for that again. That was the worst.
Sitting in your office doing the show from home for a year, that was maddening. Because I just roll out of bed, do the show. At least you shower. I went 2 weeks without showering. I didn't cut my hair.
Problem.
Well, all right, but
the water wasn't cut off.
Back to the situation at hand. So don't worry about this. According to the World Health Organization, and we've had advertisers, we've had experts during the news break saying that this is not going to be like that at all. But you do have to be careful. And we drink sodas out of cans, beers out of cans, all these things out of cans. They're stored in warehouses where there are rats. So always remember that if you get something like that, pour it in a glass maybe, or wipe it off before you.
You're going to the hospital if you get this. It's not one of those things that you're just handling at home.
Yeah, you got sniffles.
Yeah, it's not like COVID.
No,
it's pretty brutal.
But hopefully it doesn't turn into that. Do we have time for another story, or
the gas prices just keep going up. I know I paid $4.25 to fill up earlier today. It was $66.77 for 15 gallons. Not happy about it. Georgia's average is $4.09 a gallon with the gas suspension tax, or with the tax being suspended.
So I should fill up now because it's only going to go up.
Yeah,
this
is ridiculous.
I mean, we're going to end this war today. It's going to be great. We're awaiting the response.
Today?
Maybe, I don't know. Could be next week.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our triple team traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
School is almost out now. You know what that means. Backyard barbecues, pool days, plenty of people seeing your home, too. So do what I did and get your place looking clean with Wise Guys Pro Wash. One call, quick quote. They handled everything. House, patio, the driveway, too. Sparkling clean, and I didn't even need to be home. Mention me, Chris Chandler, and you'll get $70 off your next service. Book now at wiseguysprowash.com before spots fill up.
A simple act of generosity changed everything. A journey from alone and abandoned to one of the most successful businessmen in Georgia history. Here's Rick Jackson.
I spent Christmas Eve alone in a children's home. When I woke up, a Good Samaritan had left me $100.
Rick Jackson knows what it's like to go without. That's why he'll fight career politicians who talk about cutting income taxes and property taxes, but never deliver.
Unlike career politicians, I know how some extra money can change everything. That's why I'll freeze your property taxes and slash the income tax in half.
Conservative businessman Rick Jackson will deliver the Georgia results that failed career politicians never will.
I'll get you a boatload of your money back, or I won't run again. It's as simple as that.
The conservative outsider who will deliver real tax relief. Rick Jackson for governor. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
There isn't a room in your house that doesn't need to be organized. Dave Baker here for Artisan Custom Closets. Look around. The master closet, you still have wire racks. The pantry, there's graham crackers in the middle shelf from 2012. Your mud room, why can you only find 3 dirty shoes in there? 3! Your garage? Please. That can all be fixed, though. Simply schedule a free design consultation today with a certified master designer at artisancustomclosets.com. Get organized and reward yourself with affordable luxury.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885. When there are supply constraints on commodities, prices surge. You saw it with fuel prices, with the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. And you know what else is a limited commodity? Gold.
They mine it out of the ground, and when it's gone, it's gone. Governments can't just print more of it. That's why everyone from central banks to savvy savers are diversified with gold. If you've been thinking about it for years, but have still never moved some of your savings into physical gold, Birch Gold Group is who I trust to help you. Stan Bongino, and now through May 29th, Birch Gold is giving first-time gold buyers a rebate of up to $10,000 on qualifying purchases. For details and a free information kit on diversifying into gold, text Dan to the number 989898. Birch Gold can help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold. Text Dan to the number 989898 to see if you qualify for a first-time gold buyer rebate of up to $10,000. Again, text Dan to 989898 today. Message and data rates apply.
Mr. Tim Andrews, I would like to pay you a compliment, sir.
Oh, I love those.
I admire the joyous tone in your voice when you speak about your son.
Aw.
It's wonderful to hear. And I'm looking forward to hearing the improvement in Mr. Yamamomo's demeanor when he reproduces and passes on his genes. Deuces, y'all.
Yeah, Deuces. Thank you, Deuces. I'm going to just call the guy Deuces. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, Jared does have a positive demeanor. If you think he doesn't have one, then you don't know him. Now, I was thinking of this when we were talking about that in the last segment about, you know, when you have a child, you are just going to be lit up constantly. And I mean that in a good way, happy. And I hope I get to see that someday because I just know you guys will be good parents. But I could just see you with a little bouncing guy or a little bouncing gal and just being a good, fun dad.
Considering how my wife's, I guess the genetics are on her side of the family, they're all females. It's all a matriarchy. I have a feeling that because mine is like, it's very blended between men and women.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're gonna have all girls.
I don't know. You got super DNA.
We'll see.
So
We'll
you're
see.
gonna have a little Bolivian, Japanese, Greek, Italian boy.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna
with
have.
some redneck too.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. So there's big news. One of the latest polls in Georgia in the governor's race or the Senate race is
consider this a shock poll.
Yeah,
Tim.
I agree.
This is a new Qantas Insight poll.
They're good.
And it's pretty surprising. Mike Collins is in first with 32.6%. He's kind of been in first the whole way through.
Yes.
But Derek Dooley has moved into second place at 22.5%.
What about Buddy Carter?
And Buddy Carter, you're at 13.7%. So
I'm coming back. Don't you look, I'm going to look. I tell you what, I'm going to come back. I'm Buddy Carter. My kids like fish.
That's what he told me when I met him. I was wearing a fish hat. So I'm like, oh, I should vote for you because your kids like fish.
Did he really say that?
Yeah. He's a nice guy. I'm not knocking him, but that's...
Yeah.
And my kids like fish. My boys like fish. I'm like, all right, I like fish too.
His one of his advertisements irks me, and that is the one where it's, we got to think about Georgia, not Atlanta. And I'm like, okay, Atlanta is a major part of Georgia.
You are the big booster when it comes to Atlanta, and I do not feel that you're wrong because you love Atlanta.
Thank you.
And I'm not going to criticize you for.
But how
being
about
upset
both?
by
How
that.
about we find a way to cater to Atlanta and Georgia? That's all I'm asking. You don't have to say like Georgia values are different.
Where is he?
He's from Savannah, like down that area.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it from their point of view, like anything that's going on in Atlanta and any money that they might have to contribute that goes towards Atlanta is doing nothing for them.
That's true. But Savannah has ports, and they have their own city.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own city. Macon has their issues.
And you're running for the entire state of Georgia.
Correct.
So,
Yeah, that is
Atlanta,
what I
it's I'm sorry, Atlanta's over half of your population. So alienating us in the A is the incorrect approach.
I've been alienated in the A.
Yeah, me too.
I was left anyway.
Come
I
on.
was left downtown. It was very, very scary, and I just moved here. And I was afraid Jerry Rice was going to come out and beat me up. I was left outside of the Georgia Dome. My first radio job ever. I was a promotions assistant, and the guy that was with me left me out after a Monday Night Football game by the Dome, said, I'll be back. While he went inside to get autographs, I was out there for 2 hours by myself.
And you were alienated in the A.
Darn right I was.
AT alienated.
That's right. That was funny, George.
Thanks.
But this Dooley thing is definitely a shocker because no one predicted he would do well. And now if he can force a runoff, he might be the best person to actually make it a challenge for John Ossoff.
Yeah, Mike Collins has got some serious problems in a head-to-head against John Ossoff. I think Dooley, even though he has his problems, anybody that claims to be. I mean, he was such a bad football coach that.
All right, we don't care. Don't care about
even
that.
in the advertisements when he says, "I was a football coach," I don't think I would. I would promote
I know
that.
you bring that up though. You bring that.
So he was
Where was
so,
he? Tennessee.
Yeah, he was so bad at Tennessee.
See, look at me.
So bad.
I've lived here for 30 years. I couldn't tell you any of the coaches other than George's. Okay, I don't know any of this stuff, and I know a lot of people do, but a lot of people don't. So him saying he was a football coach, okay, that guy knows how to run things. It doesn't matter if they won or lost. I'm just saying that overall, and I think we all know this, is that if it's Mike Collins, maybe Buddy Carter, who I think is a nice guy. His kids like fish. Remember, I said that.
Oh, yeah.
I have nothing against them, but it would be a cakewalk, I think, for John Ossoff, and who was originally, considered maybe a year ago to be the most vulnerable Democrat out there. But you get a guy like Derek Dooley who can present himself. And I don't want to upset anybody, but if he comes out as non-MAGA and he just has, some of those issues, but sticks to traditional conservative Republicanism, he might do very well.
The biggest thing about Derek Dooley that I find enticing about him is that he is Kemp's guy, and Kemp has done an excellent job running this state over the past 8 years.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it, Governor Kemp.
Jared, you're one of my favorites. I also like Shelley Winter. He's a good guy, and I like Tim Andrews' impression of me. I told him that when he did that bit, it was very funny, and I know milk's quite expensive. I also like George and Autumn.
And the girl.
April. No, I know your name. And your host, Eric Erickson.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
We are here with CFP Matthew Decker of the Vincent Financial Group and host of Retire ATL every weekend right here. Get more at retireatlradio.com. And Matt, what makes you and the team, what makes you different?
You come to us, you come to the Vincent Financial Group for money management, and yet maybe you're a really conservative investor. Our fee is not going to change whether or not we're shooting for a 20% rate of return or a 5% rate of return. This is one of the better use cases for a no-fee growth annuity, because on those no-fee growth annuity contracts, if you get the right ones and if you're working with the right people, you won't pay an advisory fee on those dollars, and yet you are getting exactly what you want, which is a vehicle that has more safety to it. So for those people in the retirement window looking for a way to take some risk off the table but not have to pay a fee to do it, a no-fee growth annuity can be a phenomenal complement to a portfolio. If you want to have that conversation around, what your mix of assets should be, we'd love to have that conversation with you. You can go to retireatlradio.com. Right there on the homepage, you can book a 30-minute discovery call with us. We can have this conversation. We would love to do it.
Again, that's retireatlradio.com, or make the call. We have a representative standing by right now. 770-280-1488. That's 770-280-1488. That initial consultation to discuss your financial future with Aaron Vincent, Matthew Decker, the team at the Vincent Financial Group. It's no cost, no obligation. 770-280-1488 or retireatlradio.com. And join us for Retire ATL every weekend right here. And it's all powered by the Vincent Financial Group.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Mike Shields and Triple Team Traffic. Hundreds of cameras, crash and construction warnings. The best alternate routes. Join us. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's George Estevez. When stories break, they unfold in real time.
We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
At Shane Company, we've been engagement ring experts for almost 100 years. We have the largest selection of diamonds and gemstones in stock. You don't have to wait to compare them side by side. Find the one that speaks to you at shaneco.com or in store. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, growing concern about the challenges of recruiting new foster families in Georgia. Here's a report all new at 4 o'clock.
Since 2024, Wellroot Family Services says its recruitment of foster families has dropped by 50%. Wellroot President and CEO Allison Ash believes there are clear contributing factors.
It's a combination of the rates that foster parents are paid, not keeping pace with inflation. So it's often too expensive for families to foster.
A spokesperson for the Georgia Department of Human Services says the need for foster parents is significant and varies in different parts of Georgia. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
70 degrees in Atlanta. Despite all the rain recently, we are not close to ending the drought.
This week's drought monitor indicates absolutely no change to the state of Georgia, which means that the entire state is experiencing severe drought conditions. Extreme drought continues for Metro Atlanta, and an exceptional drought is in place for South Georgia.
When do rain chances return? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Pokemon cards are the latest hot item for thieves in Metro Atlanta.
Gwinnett police charge Oscar Stewart for breaking in and stealing thousands of dollars worth of cards from a gaming store in Duluth and then trying to resell those cards at a store in Cobb County. Corporal Ryan Winderweedle says some Pokemon cards are highly profitable.
There apparently are certain cards that hold high value within that community. I assume because they are low numbers and they hold certain value in the gaming industry.
More Pokemon cards are stolen from a different gaming store in Gwinnett. Police are looking into 2 suspects in that incident. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
A man in the country illegally is suspected in a shooting involving his roommate in Forsyth County. Deputies with the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office have arrested 35-year-old Jose Mendoza. He was arrested less than 24 hours after the shooting at a residence on Shiloh Road in South Forsyth. The victim remains in critical condition. Mendoza is currently at the Forsyth County Jail and charged with aggravated assault. Federal authorities are conducting a separate investigation regarding his immigration status. The aunt of 2 Atlanta Falcons players is identified as the woman killed in a crash outside a Kroger on Wesley Chapel Road.
49-year-old Giselle Perry was sitting inside a parked car when it was struck by another vehicle, forcing her car onto the sidewalk and into a pedestrian. Perry died. The other driver and the pedestrian were seriously hurt. Perry was the aunt of Atlanta Falcons defensive backs A.J. and Avion Terrell. The pair are set to make history when rookie Avion joins his brother on an NFL field for the first time in September. AJ paid tribute to his aunt on Instagram, sharing photos of Perry and saying, quote, "I'm torn, Auntie. Heart is heavy. I love you." Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
The United States Postal Service is considering a rule change to allow handguns to be sent through the mail for the first time in nearly 100 years. Under the proposal, you could sell and ship a gun to a person within state lines. The rules are tighter for mailing guns to another state. Firearm advocacy groups like the proposed change, while gun safety organizations are expressing concern. Metro Atlanta got off relatively easy from the storms that moved through overnight. Several confirmed tornadoes injured nearly 20 people and destroyed or damaged about 500 buildings in southern Mississippi.
It's pretty rough. I mean, one minute you got a house and the next minute you don't. I'm just thankful that my family's alive. It could have been a whole lot worse.
There are no reports of any fatalities from the severe storms across the South. Gwinnett County launches a new app to help residents find the best transportation options. It offers personalized trip planning to support people with disabilities, older adults, and people who speak limited English. Director of Transportation Edgardo Aponte says you can customize the app.
Navigate from where you are and get to your destination. And it will take into account
the preferences that you have said.
The GMAP app logs the routes, types of transportation, and accommodations someone wants. It is now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, busy start to the afternoon in DeKalb County. Travel advisory, I-20 eastbound, crash in 2 left lanes. That means only a right lane open at Wesley Chapel Road, exit 68. Already seen delays starting back toward Candler Road. Think about Covington Highway as an alternate. Now, if you're trying to get up to I-20 in DeKalb County, you're slow on 285 east, the outer loop leaving 675. That's due to a stall in the left lane at Flat Shoals, exit number 48. Now, traveling to the northern suburbs, 75 northbound, not looking terrible, but I think we got some trouble in the express lanes on 75 northbound between Highway 5 and 575, causing some delays there as you make your way from Marietta to Kennesaw. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly cloudy with the rain showers tapering off through the afternoon. High 72. Lows tonight in the low 50s with some areas of fog through the morning hours. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy. Highs in the low 70s. A few rain showers for Saturday morning. Mostly cloudy through the afternoon. High 76.
Right now, it's 71 in Norcross, 69 in Union City, and 64 in Kennesaw. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Oh, I love it when we come back with the Dead Kennedys. It's hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine. Eric is out today. Doctrinaires in the stead. And we're always here anyway. Jared is having an issue. Autumn, you need to hear about this. It's hard to produce a radio show when you change your password right before the show starts on your computer.
Yeah, this company, I love it.
Hey.
I love our company.
I'm a
WSB
CSG booster.
I'm about to say, I love WSB, but my goodness, you would think it'd be easy to change a password because everything talks to each other. So
it's so hard.
So some things are on the old password, some things are on the new password, and now I'm like having to run back and forth between engineering, and they're great over there in engineering, but Lordy, this is not fun.
Lordy.
Oh,
my stars, am I in a kerfuffle?
Most times I have something I need fixed. The engineers are on it, though, because at this radio station, we have some of the best engineers in the city.
That is Choo-choo Charlie. He's an engineer.
This is really inside baseball, but if you work in radio, a lot of small market engineers are usually, this has just been my experience. Before I came to Atlanta, every engineer I've worked with in the city has been cool. But when I worked in smaller market radio, they drank all the time. They were jerks. They were also on air, so they had that attitude because you had to be dual. So, professional radio in the big city, we have good folks working here, don't we?
We do have great folks, but man, I swear, for a company thing, I think the goal for this year should be to make, if you're going to have all these passwords synced together for the livelihood of all the shows out there and for the convenience of every other show on this station, make it to where it syncs instantly. Don't make it to where, this thing's going to sync up in an hour. This thing's going to sync up in a couple weeks. I don't know. It makes things very difficult on our end.
Well, what are you doing about it? Are you going to be ready to go here in a minute?
Think so. Do the best that I can.
Well, before we
I'm ready.
Yes, I know Autumn is ready. She's always prepared. She's like a scout.
I'm never not here when we start back from the break.
Notice how I didn't say Boy Scout, because those don't exist anymore. What's that noise?
Here.
Oh, okay. That was lovely. Is that, you have that ready? Because this is for Jared.
Hey, Jared, have you or someone you know recently been talked into going on a cruise? Well, you don't have to live with that. You can call the cruise bail hotline. Many number of excuses will be handed to you for a nominal fee, but I encourage you, find that number and call. I had to go on one, and I regret every moment of it.
I've never been on one, and you're going on one, and I wouldn't go now. I would cancel it if I had it because I'd be worried about. I would be worried about it.
You really are worried about this hantavirus?
I personally I think cruises are just gross. Personally, I just think I don't like the amount of food that's on board.
Well, why? That's the best part.
I don't know.
I'd go on one of the comedy cruises.
It creeps me out.
I'd go on a comedy cruise if they had stand-up comedy, and they do those all the time. I have a friend who's done that a million times. You go meet and hang out with the comics. Although he had a bad encounter with Tim Dillon. I'm sure he's not the only one.
Yeah, not a good. This will be my second cruise that I've done, and I enjoyed the first one that he did a couple of years ago. Too much family on that one. We had probably, I think, 10 family members, and after a while, you're like, okay, all right, we're all doing the same excursions. At some point, Tina and I need to do our own thing for a little while and just kind of get away. I love my family dearly, but after a while, I'm like, okay, let's have our own moment on this island for a little bit. And this time, Tina and I are going by ourselves, so we're looking forward to doing it.
Just don't have Patton Oswalt's rodent cooking like in Ratatouille. You never know what's going to happen.
Yes, we do. All right.
He was very clean, that rat.
He did. He washed his feces. Go ahead, Jerry.
All right.
Yeah.
Marjorie Taylor Greene's journalist fiance, Brian Glenn, he's quitting Washington, guys.
Oh, no.
He's going to come back to Georgia. So he's
That's
leaving
right.
the White House, and he's coming home, Marjorie.
Marjorie.
Stand by your man. That's what I say.
Marjorie, which one? Your ex-husband or this? Okay, so your husband was a big Trump ass kisser. Remember, he was like, "You are so wonderful" in the White House when he'd ask questions. What happened? Is he like he's Team Marjorie now, right?
Yes. Yeah, he's.
That's right.
Diet Coke supply.
Too many questions.
All right, what happened?
Sorry about that. That was my fault. I don't know if you know, but the Diet Coke
Too many
supply is
unanswered
being
questions.
affected by Iran.
That's right, Marjorie. We don't answer any questions.
I did not know that the Diet Coke supply is being affected by Iran, but I do want to talk more to Marjorie Taylor Greene. So your husband is quitting his journalism job in Washington. What's he going to do when he comes back? He's going to work in your gym? Is he going to work work at your construction company? What's going on?
Maybe he's going to write a book. Maybe
Okay.
be a ghostwriter.
Sure. Your
Maybe we're just going to sit around and like hang out together.
Okay.
And just really like, we got to reassess a lot. We got to really recalibrate our compasses because there's been a lot of changes over the past couple years. And
Is he going to join your grifter
we got to
campaign?
find like a new grounding,
Yes. Is he going to join your grifter campaign, the woke right?
Sure. I'm not going to call it that, but
Some people call it that. I kind of feel that way about her sometimes. That, she quit her job and then became super vocal. And then, I watched the video of her explaining why she quit her job, and I can understand that. I can definitely understand that, but I just think everything online is a grift. Everybody's trying to make money. Everybody wants you to follow them. Everybody wants you to click. Not just her.
I
but,
think if she had created a podcast and was promoting that and
well,
trying to get,
maybe that's what's going to happen.
Maybe that's what this guy's helping her
Maybe
out.
that's what's going to happen.
I don't know. I think it's totally reasonable for someone who, is feeling so disillusioned with the president.
Yeah.
They put a lot of faith in this person, and then he's really like going back on a lot of the stuff that he promised, and then you're out.
Yeah, but I do find her to be rather performative because it was a year or maybe 2 ago. She's fighting with Jasmine Crockett, and they're having ridiculous. Remember, we made
but
that
a year or 2 ago we weren't in a war with Iran.
Well, and
A year or two ago, he wasn't not following through with all of the things he promised.
I want that
going-
Epstein list released. I want that Epstein list.
And listen, this doesn't mean that I agree with her now. She's just agreeing with me.
Yeah.
On this one thing.
She's evolved to agree
No,
with Autumn.
Just one thing. I don't know
Okay.
about anything else, but like at least this, she's right. He's not what you sort of bought.
Yeah. He's not doing any of the stuff that he can.
All right, enough. We don't need any pushback from the peanut gallery, okay?
It is true.
I've done more beautiful things. Sorry, Jared, but I've done more beautiful things to the White House to make it look pretty and golden. Neither of you have, and I don't want to
That's
hear
not
anymore.
important to me at
Well, I
all.
don't care what's important to you. You didn't vote for me.
Exactly.
That is, see, Mr. President, you know what's important to the American people. You have you have your finger on the pulse of what America wants here. And by the way, with Marjorie, I mean, this is actually kind of lovely here. So Brian Glenn,
yes,
while quitting Washington, he's going to go home. He's looking forward to a more relaxed schedule.
That's
and to
right.
help plan their wedding.
Oh, I do give them props for that. They're planning it themselves instead of spending useless money on a wedding planner. So that's good.
It's real nice.
That is
He
nice.
likes hydrangeas,
Then
and
af-
I like lilies. So it keeps things spicy.
Oh, that is spicy. So when you come back from your honeymoon, you can start your podcast and then grift.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I certainly don't have a voice for broadcasting.
Well, a lot of people don't.
Good point. All right, this is sickening here, guys. Stolen Pokemon cards lead to Ackworth man's arrest. So
You're
thankfully
you're upset he got arrested?
Sickening?
No, I am happy that he got arrested, but the fact that somebody would stoop so low and steal Pokemon cards, I mean, that's...
They're a huge thing. You can't get them at Target at all.
You got to
all
steal
these
them all.
poachers.
That's what you got to do. You got to steal them all.
Well, I'm trying to teach the kids how to steal.
Speaking of Autumn, there is a subreddit, Autumn. I don't know. Are you on Reddit?
Yeah.
There's a dumpster diving subreddit that I was fascinated by the other night. I think you should follow it. People find food and all these things, and I guess it's not spoiled, but if I found chicken in a dumpster, I would not eat it.
No, I would not eat chicken.
No.
I mean, I would consider an unopened bag of a chip or something.
Oh, yeah, but they're not bad. We get those here all the time. People drop off expired
And you
food.
guys are worried about hantavirus. Get out of here.
Yeah.
It's totally different.
You're
It's
jumping in a
unopened.
dumpster and eating out of it. Are you kidding me?
I just told you there's a rule. If it's an unopened bag of chips, I'll consider it.
All right. Okay. Rooting around in the dumpster. This is a problem. This is a huge problem. The fakes that are existing with these counterfeit cards, it's also happening with Topps baseball cards, which are now owned by Fanatics. And they put out these sets. I'm not really involved in cards anymore because I'm priced out. And again, like to Autumn's point, you cannot go into Target and get a box of these. Sometimes this happened during the pandemic, toward the end. I was spending money on baseball cards. I didn't have a son yet, so I had a little bit more money.
It's something to do.
To do, and I would buy these cards. I bought a box once, brought it home, opened it up, and the packs were opened. Someone had replaced the cards with cards from 20 years ago, 10, 20 years ago.
Oh.
And
Did they return them?
Well, no, they bought the thing, took it home, and carefully rewrapped it, and took the cards that were in it out, and then brought back with crap in it,
Put
junk.
it back on the shelf.
And put it back on the shelf. So what I did was I took it back to Target. But people go on eBay and they sell these cards, and if you're gullible enough to buy it, you don't really have a lot of recourse, although sometimes eBay will give you your money back. It is a big game, and the cards are valuable. And one of the things, they do this thing with cards that they'll have one baseball card. All right, Mark Aram would know more about this because he's a serious collector, but he's smart. He just buys the ones he wants. But they number the card, okay, and then they do multiple parallels of the card. So it's the same picture, and there's probably 5,000 to 10,000 of these cards printed, including the base. But then they put these little foil things on them that now you have a one of one, and then they sign them. And so those are the things that get counterfeited, or they put the jersey in it. But so what you get my point. There's 10,000 of a card, but they just changed the borders on them, and it's this false scarcity.
I see.
And people and that's what creates
So
the
it's
demand.
not true value anymore?
No, and it's people go into Target as soon as they put them on the counter and they buy, unless there's most Targets, and this started during the pandemic, you can only buy 2 at a time. But 5 people that all working together can go in and buy 10 of them.
Yeah.
And they buy these little things. They're called blaster boxes. And you've seen them in Target if you've ever seen a card aisle. And that's Pokemon, baseball, football, hockey, whatever, basketball. They buy them, and then they take them home and immediately flip them for twice, sometimes 3 times the value. And I just couldn't believe there's a baseball card shop over in Vinings. It's called Card HQ, and it's a really cool place. But I went there to look and to sell some stuff that I didn't want anymore. And boxes of brand new cards are in the thousands, depending on who might be in them. So it's a speculative market. It's it's like buying a lottery ticket now.
And for those that are actually going out there and stealing, and burglary is a major problem across the board for the entire United States of America, for the world, quite frankly. But I'm sorry, if you get caught stealing Pokemon cards, baseball cards, any of these kind of cards, then I think that a judge, whatever county you're in, it should be
20 years.
It should be a higher punishment for stealing cards. I really do. Like, this is low, especially Pokemon. Pokemon cards are for kids. Let's just face it. I know there's collectible. I know they're collectibles, but this is low. Low to me.
I'm into Yu-Gi-Oh, and nobody else is, so I'm fine. You want to go ahead and check with Alex Williams?
Yeah, Alex says there's a crash on I-20 in DeKalb.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, good afternoon, Jared, Tim, Autumn, and George. We are watching this slow ride to this, what is a travel advisory crash, 20 eastbound into DeKalb County, Wesley Chapel Road, exit 68. Delays stretch all the way back to Candler Road. Head north of there, you can take Linwood Road over to Covington Highway and use that as an alternate. The earlier stall on 285 East getting over to I-20 in DeKalb at Flat Shoals, that is cleared. All lanes are back open, but now those right lanes are jammed up. Just trying to get onto that collector distributor ramp that takes you further out toward Stonecrest. Elsewhere, Elsewhere in Alpharetta, traffic troopers told me about this. I see it on the jam cam. Some heavy fire department activity blocking the ramp from Haynesbridge Road to Georgia 400 northbound. You can't get on 400 north from Haynesbridge. Use Mansell Road or Old Milton Parkway as alternates to get on 400 north. Traffic brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Shop self-care staples at Whole Foods Market. Get 33% off body care and candles with Prime through May 12th while supplies last. Shop in store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
We've all been there.
Bumper to bumper all the way back before.
Counting the minutes before we know we're going to be late because we couldn't count on a traffic app.
Crash knocks out 4 left lanes, including the express lane.
There is one thing you can count on. Triple Team Traffic on WSB.
3 right lanes shut down.
We know the highways. We know the streets. And we know the shortcuts.
Avoid the area by taking Buford Highway as an alternate route.
And all you need to do is listen.
More experience.
More reliable. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
This weather won't last forever. Soon summer will be here and you'll go from always shivering to always sweating. And if your AC barely made it through last summer, Castile Cooling's here to fix any HVAC issue now. And for a limited time, get a precision tune-up for just $79. But if you're in need of a new system, save big with up to $2,000 in free comfort upgrades plus 0% interest financing. So start now and avoid getting stuck with season passes to Sweatland. Book CastileAir.com today.
Cracks in your walls, sticky windows, musty odors. Your home is telling you it needs help. Visit aquaguard.net today to schedule your free inspection. When it comes to foundations, crawl spaces, and basements, there's only one name to remember. AquaGuard.
Belinda here, and I'm with Larry, who took me up on an offer from Virtual Imaging, and he had his life saved not once, but twice.
So we went up for a free body scan, me and my wife, and we also joined the going up there every other year. I had an aneurysm in my liver, had no signs and symptoms of it, didn't feel bad. I just wanted, to have a checkup. That's the first time they saved my life. Me and my wife go up there at the same time after 2 years, and that's when they found the heart blockage. 99% blockage in my aorta. I was a walking heart attack. Well, 2 stents later.
So what would you tell people who are on the fence about going to Virtual Imaging?
Go to Virtual Imaging, then go see a doctor. Go up there, they do brain all the way down to your little toe.
Folks, what are you waiting for? Book an appointment with Virtual Imaging today for a free heart scan with few minimum requirements. Call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or visit virtualimagingatl.com.
Out there, a lot of stress. But in here, give your family stress relief and relaxation in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy System to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Right now, save up to $2,500 off, plus a free non-slip interior upgrade. Hurry, sale ends May 26th. BrownsPools.com.
In a time when everything feels political, one place must rise above it all. The courtroom, where the law rules and integrity matters. In 2020, Georgians came together, electing a justice who believes in protecting our courts.
I'm Georgia Supreme Court Justice Sarah Warren, and here's what I believe. I believe in the rule of law, the separation of powers, and a judge's limited role to interpret the law as written. I believe in a nonpartisan judiciary, impartial judges who don't advocate for political positions or outcomes. I believe in deciding cases without bias or favor, treating everyone with dignity and respect. As a justice on your Supreme Court, I've upheld these values. With your support, we'll maintain the integrity of our courts.
Vote to re-elect Justice Sarah Warren. Vote early starting April 27th or on Election Day, May 19th. Paid for by Georgians for Justice Warren, Inc.
Jared's still working on the password problem over there.
It's the password loop.
The password conundrum.
Yes, seriously.
But that doesn't mean we can't continue the entertaining news and information we provide.
That is
Oh, you're doing it with your phone. Okay, go ahead.
That is correct here, my friend. Amazon is exploring drone delivery expansion in Metro Atlanta. So now we're going to have all these other drone companies. We already have Walmart flying around. We already have DoorDash flying around on the south side. Now we'll add Amazon to the mix. Lots of drones up in the air.
Putting people out of work. Thank you, corporate America. No more delivery drivers. It's great. You don't have to pay a pension. You don't have to pay medical benefits. Gonna have to get some bullet insurance, though. You fly that
Can you
thing.
shoot the coyote and the drone?
I think you can shoot up into the air, and I'll just say there was a coyote flying around with some pills that I needed from Amazon. So the whole city's just going to be these things buzzing around.
Pretty soon. I mean, it sure looks like it. I know that up where my folks are up in Woodstock, they've used the Walmart one before, and it's pretty remarkable.
What do they
so weird.
drop it on your house, or do they kind of get really low?
On the house.
Good luck. Well, how do they do it?
They put it at the front door. So they land right at the front door. They don't just drop it on the roof.
Now,
How big is it?
Yeah, how big is the drone?
It's probably about, I'd say, 2 feet by 2 feet. It's not super big, but not super small.
Do they have a bunch of goofy people with a joystick someplace in the dark controlling these? How do they get to your house?
Cool. I want to be that person.
That'd be a fun job, right?
Yeah.
It would be a fun job.
And then you'd see maybe an eagle would fly next to you or something.
And attack it and take it down.
That's right.
I mean, maybe.
Stealing
Doesn't
our
hurt
jobs.
You took our job.
Yeah, so the American eagle is mad.
Why don't we train eagles so at least something living is delivering these things?
And that would feel American.
Listen, pigeons can't hardly make it on their own anymore because they were domesticated. They can't make nests. Have you seen that?
No.
It's really sad because we domesticated the pigeon, and we were sending notes to each other through pigeon,
right?
And trained them and everything. And now, and then we didn't need them anymore. So we just okay, go back to being regular birds, and they can't hardly take care of themselves. That's why they're all in cities. Their lifetime, their lifespan now is shrunk to this really short amount of time versus their natural ability to live longer.
Yeah.
And their nests are terrible.
Well, they're still good eating though.
Well, what is that called? A pigeon is called a squab?
I don't know what it's
I've never
called.
heard of that before.
I just bite their heads off and swallow them whole.
Delish.
Alex Williams says the crash is slowing on the I-75 express lanes in Marietta.
That's right, Tim. Got a crash in those express lanes. It's mostly on the left shoulder, I-75 and northbound, as you make your way in those northbound express lanes right around Highway 5, exit number 267. And that has caused those express lanes to be pretty bunched up all the way back to South Marietta Parkway. Save yourself a few dollars. Just use the through lanes to save the time. And still watching that fire department activity in Alpharetta, blocking the Haynesbridge Road on-ramp to Georgia 400 northbound. Travel advisory continues in the cab. Just a right lane getting by a crash. 20 eastbound at Wesley Chapel, Covington Highway, your alternate there. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids will grow, new memes are going to come out, but also, what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Hey, it's Mark Aram here. Thanks to the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you actually don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most, that finds and fixes any issues before you even notice them. It's like super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from threats online. All with their best equipment, no annual contracts, no fees, no strings. So even though kids will grow up and you still won't understand 6, 7, your internet's going to stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. 5 years, same internet price, lock in reliable, fiber-powered gig Wi-Fi for effortless streaming. Plus get Disney Plus, Hulu Bundle, and Peacock Premium included on them. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Peacock Premium included for 3 years. Programming selected, change in availability. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity Internet, powered by fiber and connected to premises by coaxial cable.
Are your floors looking tired, scratched, or just dated? You don't have to wait months for a beautiful new look. At Peach State Hardwood, you can start your flooring project in 1 week or less with expert installation, lifetime craftsmanship warranty, and an in-house team that handles everything from moving your furniture to cleaning up after. A stress-free home refresh is closer than you think. Peach State Hardwood, beautiful floors, zero hassle, ready in a week. Schedule your free estimate today at peachstatehardwood.com.
This is Andy Harris, president of Coosa Valley Credit Union, inviting you to come see us for your auto loan needs. If you're buying a car or refinancing your current auto loan, at Coosa Valley Credit Union, you'll get one of the lowest interest rates in the market. Now, auto loan rates are as low as 2.99 APR. Coosa Valley Credit Union is local and nearby in Northwest Georgia. Plus, you'll always speak to a real person when dealing with us. That's what we call kinder banking.
Contact 706-235-8551 for more details. Equal Opportunity Lender.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Georgia Power is here for you with quick tips to help you save on your bill this summer. Change your HVAC filter and check vents for flow. Set your thermostat at 78 for max efficiency, but every degree closer helps. Because summer savings mean more to spend on what really matters. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for more energy-saving tips.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story: thieves are targeting Pokemon cards at gaming stores in Metro Atlanta.
Games and items, become popular, and Pokemon cards have been popular for a long time.
Gwinnett Police Corporal Ryan Winderweedle says thousands of dollars worth of cards were stolen from a store in Duluth, and the suspect is caught trying to resell them in Cobb County. He's now charged with burglary. Police are also looking into a separate Pokemon card theft involving 2 suspects. And Monica Nelson reports, beware of fake Pokemon cards.
According to a new fraud report from Professional Sports Authenticator, experts who check cards for a living say they've never seen this many before. The company says it intercepted over 200 million in counterfeit and altered trading cards in 2025, with Pokemon leading the surge. Experts warn counterfeiters have become more sophisticated, shifting from obvious knockoffs to high-quality super fakes.
69 degrees in Atlanta. How long before the rain returns? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A Georgia foster care provider says declining foster family recruitment is a scary trend.
We are very concerned about the state of foster care, both in the state of Georgia and nationally.
Wellroot Family Services President and CEO Allison Ash says they've seen a 50% drop in recruitment since 2024. She believes economic factors are playing a role. A spokesperson for the Georgia Department of Human Services says they recently raised the rate and are always working to recruit and retain foster parents. Residents of a Sandy Springs apartment complex say false fire alarms are annoying and could be dangerous.
The Sandy Springs Fire Marshal says they've been called to the Gateway Chastain Apartments on Roswell Road at least 7 times this year, 3 times in March alone, all for false alarms. Residents like Alexandra Reese are fed up.
This is where we all come home to, and so knowing that we can't sleep peacefully overnight and trust the alarm system seems like a really big issue that needs to be fixed.
She says the alarms are so common that many residents have stopped taking them seriously. The building could face fines if the issue is not fixed. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
No comment so far from the building's property manager. With references to the movie The Matrix, DeKalb County CEO highlights accomplishments so far this year in her State of the County address.
CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson says officials are reimagining DeKalb. One of the biggest takeaways is the county's focus on investing in land and housing projects, as well as temporary solutions.
And for those already experiencing housing instability, we are building solutions that meet the moment. We created DeKalb County's first 400-bed emergency shelter.
Code compliance is up, citing over 200 people per month, which Cochran-Johnson says emphasizes the importance of being a good neighbor. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
A 75-year-old Lawrenceville man is sentenced to life in prison for shooting and killing a man after a fight about a dog. Stanley Elliott and 44-year-old Anthony Collins had previously gotten into an argument after Elliott tried to beat Collins' puppies with a metal pole. When Collins went for a walk with his Jack Russell Terrier a couple of months later in 2021 in a neighborhood off Riverside Parkway, the two men exchanged words and Elliott shot him. He was found guilty of felony murder by a jury in Gwinnett County. A new voting map is approved in Tennessee.
Tennessee became the 9th state to redraw its congressional map ahead of the midterms, the General Assembly acting quickly after last week's Supreme Court decision. The new map splits the current 9th district, the only majority black district, into two. It minimizes the impact of majority black Shelby County.
Brian Clark reports that district is currently held by Congressman Steve Cohen, the only Democrat representing Tennessee in Congress. He says he's going to sue. March Madness is getting bigger. The NCAA is officially expanding the men's and women's basketball tournaments from 68 to 76 teams for next season. It'll add more early round games in the first week without altering the overall format. The first 12 games of each tournament will now be called the March Madness Opening Round. It is 4:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, still watching this travel advisory in DeKalb County. Only right lane getting by this crash. I-20 eastbound, Wesley Chapel Road exit 68. You're now slow before Candler Road. That means using Covington Highway as your alternate. Also looking for trouble, 285 eastbound, the outer loop right around Moreland Avenue. I'm seeing heavy delays there, stretching back toward Jonesboro Road. We'll see what's cooking. And if you're traveling 285 south, the outer loop on the west side, you're going to be on the brakes the whole way as you leave I-75, trying to get down to that work zone at I-20 exit 10 in Fulton County. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly cloudy skies for this evening. Some areas of patchy fog possible through early tomorrow morning. Lows in the low 50s. Tomorrow afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds. High 73. Mostly cloudy skies on Saturday. A few isolated rain showers possible in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s.
Right now it's 68 in Brookhaven. Also 68 in Douglasville. 71 in Covington. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Is your old, rotting, ugly siding a thorn in your side? It's hard to look at. Imagine what your neighbors think. Dave Baker here with your siding solution, Nelson Exteriors. They're a James Hardy Elite Preferred Siding Contractor and the only siding company I recommend. They'll properly install new siding without cutting corners so it lasts longer. Licensed and insured, Nelson Exteriors offers unmatched quality and craftsmanship. Count on Nelson for an extraordinary renovation. Google Nelson Exteriors.
Hey, this is that Rick Jackson spot.
Too often, criminal illegals commit sick, violent crimes. Do that when I'm governor, and you'll end up deported or departed.
Dang. I know, right?
What do you have, sugar?
I'll take the meatloaf and Rick Jackson for governor.
He's something, ain't he?
He's tough.
Yeah, no tolerance for criminal illegals, no DEI.
No covering up for do-nothing career politicians either.
You know, Jackson came from nothing and built one of the biggest businesses in Georgia.
Now he wants to cut the income tax in half and freeze property taxes.
Yeah, but not for deadbeats.
Listen, I love this part.
No more free rides for people who refuse to work. You want to sit on your butt, binge watch Netflix, and scarf down Cheetos? Do it with your own money.
Be still my heart.
Bingo.
Amen to that.
Rick Jackson for Georgia, not a career politician. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
Steel Horse Law, true motorcycle accident specialist. SteelHorseLaw.com.
Hi, it's Dale from TrustDale.com. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade for windows, doors, siding, decks, and roofing. Their exclusive 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, protects you if something goes wrong.
Thanks, Dale. At America's Best Choice, we deliver the best exterior solutions that provide long-term value for your home. Schedule your free in-home estimate now at abcwin.com. No pressure, no gimmicks. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Poor Jared's still having computer issues.
Thank goodness for phones, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to squint. I would be very, I don't know, unable to do that. Having to look at the phone with my bad eyes and my bifocals and my old age.
Give me my readers. Cheaters?
Pardon me?
You don't have any readers? I call them cheaters.
I don't need them. I have progressive lenses. So that's essentially what they are.
Then why would you need? Why couldn't you read your phone?
I was kind of being silly and joking because I'm old.
Well, I take that very seriously.
I know. Autumn takes everything literally. It's always been her thing. She's always taken. Really?
Always.
Always? Really? I don't. Oh, wow.
Ready?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right. Now that we've gotten that sorted out.
Flippant reader stuff, okay?
That's true. That's true. DeKalb County is raising their minimum wage to how much?
$19 per hour. This is for all of their employees.
Yeah. All their employees, or are they making it a law that if you have a business there that you have to raise it to $19 an hour?
It's from how I'm understanding, it is the employees within the county. So the county itself, like the government employees, are getting their minimum wage brought to $19 per hour.
That's pretty good. I think if you're, that's cool. Then you get good quality people working for the government, and they're making somewhat of a decent salary.
Yeah, and now you see they put the comparison on here. They're like, oh well, look at Cobb County. $17.34. City of Atlanta, $17.50. Fulton County, $18.27. Hey, Gwinnett County doing pretty well, $19.23.
All right, so they're bringing it in line with everybody else. I totally agree with that. If they want to,
I just looked it up. $19 an hour. It's like $39,000 a year.
Yeah,
which you cannot live on.
No, you can't. Unless you have everybody in the house is working, or you have roommates.
Pick yourself up from your bootstraps there, Autumn. Come on now.
Get out. That is not something you can do.
No. On the flip side of that, I imagine you get a good pension if you work for the county or the government in some way. That is low, but it's also, a government job. You could go find something else if you don't want. I thought this applied to businesses, and that was why I was going to do this McDonald's story next, but we don't need to do that.
Well, I'm sure that I think that because the government is because DeKalb County is raising their rates, it is going to force other businesses to raise their rates as well, right? Because, if somebody has the choice between working a fast food job or a minimum wage government job, they're going to take the government job because it pays a little bit more.
Well, they're also going to take the government job because the government job isn't going to be replaced by a robot kiosk, which is what fast food companies are going to absolutely do. One thing I saw in the news last week, or it might have been earlier this week, is that so many people have complained to Walmart about the self-checkout that they're going to get rid of it and bring back cashiers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, they weren't complaining. They were stealing.
Well, maybe there's a little bit of both, but customers do not like it. The ones that weren't stealing were complaining on them.
Okay.
So that was the story I read, where the customers had complained, and it is a pain to check things out. Same with grocery stores. If you get alcohol or anything that you need ID, you got to wait for the person to schlub over and go, "Can I see your ID?"
Wow.
I think you should just be able to scan it yourself. If you have an ID and they have all this technology and there's a camera looking at you all the time, you ought to be able to just scan it, not waste that person's time. But anyway, back to what they're doing at these fast food restaurants. The more you make them raise the minimum wage, the more likely they are, even if you weren't doing that, to get rid of all of them. We got the drones now from Amazon and Walmart delivering things. You go to McDonald's, you're going to push everything into the kiosk, use your credit card, and then somebody will come around, and your number will be there, and then that person will be gone, and it'll just drop down.
Yeah, it's not just a fast food place. I went to what's supposed to be a cute little coffee shop that gives you little bagel sandwiches and things, and I'm looking at a kiosk. Just I don't know.
Did they have an employee there? You couldn't go up and ask?
I think there was an employee, and then you had the kiosk, but I was pushed towards the kiosk, and it kind of takes a little bit of the
interesting.
I wanted
cuteness away.
I wanted.
I was gonna say at a cute coffee shop, you kind of want a girl with baby bangs, and she has glasses on and her hair's cute and she has a tattoo somewhere cool.
Yeah, you do want that, but usually you end up getting the nondescript tall person with a mask on who's grouchy.
With don't assume my pronouns.
That kind of thing. Yeah, that happens quite a bit.
What
do you want?
I usually will tell them my name. I'm like, Jared. And they're like, Jerry. Okay. And it's like through the mask, Jerry. And I'm like, okay, Jared. But
Gerard.
Sure. Yeah, that too. That happens.
Sir or ma'am.
There is a coffee shop that I used to go to and I don't go to anymore because when I go there, the person would come up to the counter and just stare at you. Not ask you, can I get you something? What would you like?
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
That's
just
wild when that happens.
Stare at you. Do you want my business? Could you try to be friendly? There's a couple places that I go, not Chick-fil-A, where everybody's nice, where there are people who are very nice from start to finish, and I love that. I just love that little bit, even if I'm already in a good mood. It makes me happier to know that somebody's like, thank you for coming in here and spending your money.
It is nice to have that.
One of the first things that I experienced when I moved to Maryland, was the shift in that Southern hospitality,
Yeah.
So I was at the grocery store and, I walk up and put my stuff on the belt, and the person doesn't acknowledge me or anything. So I'm like, "Hi,
Yeah.
how are you doing?" They're like, "Mm-hmm." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, down here.
But then at the end, I was like, "This is weird," And then I was like, "Okay, thanks." Like, "You're welcome." And I felt so insulted that they said you're welcome.
I know, it's so bizarre because
You're welcome.
you do experience that in the North a lot, unless you're in a small town. If you're in a small town, it's
It is different. But then I think like the next month I came back down to Atlanta, and I was walking around the corner into a Publix, and an employee was also walking the corner, so we almost bumped into each other, and I was like, "Oh, sorry," and she was like, "Oh, baby, it's okay. How are you today?" And I was like, "Oh my God, I love this so much."
One of the last times I was in New York State, I was in Ithaca, New York, with a bunch of colleges there. It's a very liberal, progressive town. And I was at this brewery, and this waitress, server, was carrying a tray that had a ton of glasses on it. And this was remarkable to me. I opened the door for her, and she stopped. She goes, "I don't need you to do that."
Wow.
And it sort of freaked me out. And then, I thought about it. Now you come down here and you hold the door open for somebody, and they go, "Thank you very much."
Thanks, Shug.
No, that she's got a chip on her shoulder.
Well, yeah, maybe she had the blue hair, all that. She was right out of Central.
That doesn't always mean something. But.
Central, well, it usually does, but it was right out of Central Casting. She had, the glasses, the bang, all that. She had the uniform on of the "Do not talk to me, you're a man."
Yeah, and you would have done that for a guy.
I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not some.
Oh, here you go, little girl.
Oh, you're too weak to open the door. She had a tray with beer mugs and bottles on it. I was, hey, trying to do you a favor.
It was a kind gesture. You were trying to help.
And I had no manners until I moved here. None. I would burp in public, burp at a restaurant. I was rude. And I learned it thanks to the wonderful people of the South.
Of Publix.
Well, all over the place. Not just Publix.
And Chick-fil-A, you're right.
In kind of circling
My
back.
pleasure.
Circling back to kind of like where we started here, I have now gotten to the point. I never thought I would get to this point because I love to go when I'm at a restaurant or I'm at a coffee shop or any kind of fast food place. I do actually like to go to the counter, except for the places now that do promote the kiosk. I am now finding myself gravitating towards the kiosk because the service has gone down so much.
And you're going to get your order right, all that. There is a convenience about it, but
I think it just depends on my mood. Like sometimes I'm listening to a podcast or I'm listening to a YouTube video or something, and I don't want to interrupt that. So I'll go to self-checkout.
I hear that. But I haven't done it in almost 2 weeks, but I'm a frequent drive-through eater at this McDonald's off of Chamblee Tucker. Yeah, I'm a pig. I eat the whole damn thing. And I have noticed that the prices have gone up quite a bit. Like there was a story we were going to do. We're not going to get to it, but the McDouble is now $2.50. And
yes,
you get that. Yeah, it's super expensive. But my point about this McDonald's in particular, by $2.85, is that it must be run by people that used to work at Chick-fil-A because the drive-through people are super nice. Everything is fresh and hot, and that's quite a different between a lot of the places I used to go to. Hey, Alex Williams says 20 East is bumper to bumper through DeKalb.
Yeah, still watching this crash cleanup, Tim. 20 eastbound, Wesley Chapel Road, exit 68. We're just a right lane's getting by. I see tow trucks on the scene, so hopefully we get it cleared up soon, but you're jammed up back before Candler Road. Take Glenwood Road over to Covington Highway. That will get you out toward Wesley Chapel and back on I-20 around all the trouble. Now another trouble spot, southeast leg of the perimeter. Crash 285 eastbound, the outer loop, Moreland Avenue, exit 53. 1 to 2 right lanes are blocked there, and it is just jammed all the way back to I-75. So if you're coming up from the south side, take 675 north to hit that south side perimeter and avoid those delays. Found a stall traffic troopers told me about in Cobb County. It's in the left lane, 75 northbound, just north of Delk Road, exit 261, adding to delays as you leave I-285. The next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, you know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5. WSB's A Grand for Gas. From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
We're seeing all the signs. Pollen counts are high, fewer mornings are chilly. Step by step, we are headed to summer. This is Scott Slade, and the team at Ragsdale Heating and Air wants you to be ready for the hot and humid days we know are ahead. Right now, you could take up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system. And don't forget the spring savings extend far beyond the big season change with Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. That's zero repair cost till 2041. Ragsdale's a name I know you could trust for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs, too. How do I know? I've used a lot of those services, and they have a 4.9 Google rating and over 11,000 reviews. I've been a Ragsdale customer for years. I always come away impressed with their friendly, quality service. A lot of these Ragsdale guys have been with the company for 10, 20, even 30 years. So take advantage of this great deal. Schedule your visit online at ragsdaleair.com or give one of their friendly customer service reps a call. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Brian Monahan and Storm Tracker 2 HD, a certified meteorologist with the most accurate forecasts and weather in a minute. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's Karen Greer. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News, every day at 4, 5, and 6.
You've probably heard that constipation and IBS can all be related to a lack of fiber in your diet. Hi, it's Sue from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minute. If you or someone you know suffers from constipation or IBS, let the Bread Beckers show you the way to more fiber and regularity and to better health without swallowing a pill or a bad-tasting drink. At the Bread Becker store in Woodstock, we can teach you how to make real, delicious bread loaded with fiber from real whole grains. A healthy, affordable, and delicious solution for your family that can change your life. This is not like the enriched bread you buy at the grocery store. It's real bread. I have a degree in food science, and for more than 30 years, I've studied the incredible health benefits of whole grains and real bread. So if you're struggling with bowel issues, high cholesterol, warts, or kids who seem to be constantly sick, take the first steps to a healthier life. Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
Hi, I'm Jacob, your friend and an actual jeweler at Chain Company. I'm proud to work for a family business that's been committed to the highest quality standards for nearly 100 years. Your dream engagement ring is designed for quality every step of the way. We set your diamond by hand, never with machines. Prong tips are beautiful and secure, and intricate details are thoughtfully crafted. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship, because a friend knows true love deserves the highest quality. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
All right, Jared, hit us with another story.
Well, congratulations to Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. She has a new baby girl. Her name, Viviana.
Viviana.
That's right.
That's a beautiful name. Congratulations.
Yes. Caroline, how are you feeling right now?
Who are you talking to, me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought you did an impression of her.
No.
I thought you
Do
did.
I?
Yeah, you have in the past.
I think I need to hear her voice. I don't really have one in my pocket.
You know, she's the one that's married to the guy who's in his 90s.
I know. She's got the bad lip injections.
She does? I thought she was au natural.
There's a great picture where you can see the injection sites.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that it was that photographer that took a picture of everybody and sort of trolled them.
Yeah. He did the RNC.
Oh. So let's just attack the lady who had a baby. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. We can attack the lady that is a jerk.
How?
How?
Autumn doesn't like her.
Hey, my goodness.
Obviously, she's
Putting her
terrible.
foot down.
Yeah,
I think she's competent.
You know what? Here's a little.
Listen, she does a great job at what she does.
Yes.
Yeah.
She does a great job.
Yeah, we don't have to get to the nitty gritty of what she's saying. Just is she capable of saying it?
Exactly. She just carries the.
Okay, she's just following orders.
That's
like Jen Psaki.
Exactly.
Great.
Following it just like Jen Psaki. It was way more annoying.
They all end up doing the same thing, carrying the water of the administration that they
That's
serve.
right. Gunga Din. But Marco Rubio did a good job. Maybe he could come back and do it when he's done with the Pope. So she had a kid, and now her husband's going to go nuts because he's in his 60s. He's going to have to care for a baby.
Yeah,
He's not going to do anything.
Well, of course he's not. They probably have maids and stuff.
He is. Here's a little Caroline Levitt here.
Nannies. Go ahead.
I have
The
a little,
baby is very clean.
I have a little bit of her talking about being out of office, basically, while she's raising this young lady here.
Finally, on a personal matter, this will likely be my last gaggle for some time. As you can see, I'm about ready to have a baby any minute. So I will see you guys very soon. I know you'll be in very good hands with my team here at the White House, and I know all of you have the president's phone number personally. So I have no doubt that you'll have a shortage of statements and news from this building while I'm gone. So we'll see you guys this weekend.
Yeah, there's really not a hook into doing her voice. There's nothing odd about it.
Yeah.
Nothing
I
strange
mean,
about
really,
it.
I guess it could just be like, well, I've told you that you are wrong for ever questioning the president. The president is someone who should never be questioned, or like.
You tell him. Now go take care of that darling little baby.
She sounded really sweet just then, honestly.
Well, she is probably really sweet. She just has a job to do, like everybody else who works for any politician. They have to.
That's true, but
have to
I
be
don't
that
think,
way. Go watch the last one before.
No, I remember.
The last one. I forget her name. Corinne Jean-Pierre.
That's
she
correct.
was combative with everybody. They're always combative and
I
bossy.
didn't like that either.
Yeah.
I'm not for Biden.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying their job is to be that way. Going all the way back to Reagan, when before that we didn't even know their names, and now they become celebrities.
Yeah.
I think they ought to replace them with robot kiosks.
I think Autumn wants to be the next press
That's
secretary
what I'm
for Trump.
thinking.
That's what I'm hearing. I think Autumn.
For sure.
I'll
I'd be like, I don't know, guys. What?
Don't ask me that.
I'll give Gavin Newsom your number. Alex Williams says it is a stacked and packed ride on the Downtown Connector.
That is right, Tim. We are looking at already close to, if not over a half hour on 400 southbound from Lenox Road all the way down to I-20. 75 south delays find you at Howell Mill, and 85 from Cheshire Bridge to Lenox. Not any better northbound. 75, 85 northbound jammed in Langford Parkway up to Peachtree Pine Street. And still watching the crash cleanup. Not gone yet. 20 east into DeKalb County. Just a right lane open at Wesley Chapel Road, exit 68. Delays from Candler Road, Covington Highway over to Wesley Chapel. Then you can hop back on I-20. That'll be your best alternate to avoid those delays. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Let me guess, you had a window company come out, sat at your kitchen table for 2 hours, and by the end of it, you felt trapped in a price that made no sense. I hear that story every single day. Hey, it's Ray, founder of Window Comfort. And we built this company to be the opposite of that experience. No pressure, no games, no inflated pricing, just factory direct windows and honest pricing backed by our unlimited warranty. And right now we're stacking it. Buy 2 windows, get 2 windows free, free installation, and no payments until 2028. You can finally see what windows should actually cost. You have nothing to lose and everything to save. So go to windowcomfort.com and book your free, no-pressure estimate today.
Better prices, better views. Window Comfort, meant just for you. Window Comfort.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
This is Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers, where we've been making Mother's Day shopping easy since 1939. How? You don't have to worry about quality. You don't have to worry about trust. You don't have to worry about value. And you don't have to worry about selection. We've curated a Mother's Day gift guide with everything from traditional to totally unique jewelry. Diamond studs start at just $2.95, and at D. Geller & Son, you get 100% trade-in value to upgrade anytime for life. Come see why Atlanta's trusted D. Geller & Son in Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
Out there, a lot of stress. But in here, give your family stress relief and relaxation in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy System to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Right now, save up to $2,500 off, plus a free non-slip interior upgrade. Hurry, sale ends May 26th. BrownsPools.com.
It's Chris Chandler here with Josh Brooker, owner of TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Josh, when should people call TE?
Anytime there's a problem with your electrical, plumbing, or HVAC system. So it's too hot in the home, it's too cold in the home, the water heater's not working, the sink is clogged, or the lights are flickering. That's when you call TE Certified.
Got it. That's TE Certified for electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling.
TE Certified, we love your home.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Southern Exteriors. Our top local story, a troubling trend in foster care. A lack of families and not enough homes. A foster care provider in Georgia is sounding the alarm.
No matter what they do, WellRoot Family Services President and CEO Allison Ash says they can't improve their foster family recruitment. Overall, the number is down 50% since 2024.
It's going to take both a federal and a state level approach to resolving it.
Ash believes that the cost of fostering is a barrier for many families, and she worries that if the trend continues, the state will turn to more group homes. The Georgia Department of Human Services says it recently raised the per diem rate, and it's always working to recruit and retain foster parents. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
69 degrees in Atlanta with all the recent rain. Are we getting close to getting out of the drought anytime soon?
Rain showers finally returned in late April, and while beneficial, the rainfall did little more than stabilize the wildfire conditions in South Georgia and maintain the water table here across metro Atlanta. An additional 12 inches of rain is necessary within the next 4 weeks in order to end the drought.
When is the next chance for rain? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Thieves are taking advantage of the popularity of Pokemon cards in metro Atlanta.
One suspect, Oscar Stewart, is being charged after stealing Pokemon cards from the Wasteland Gaming store in Duluth and then trying to resell them in Cobb County. Corporal Ryan Winderweedle says they are looking into another incident.
That appeared to be two suspects. Some security video. Detectives are following up on that one. That is not the same suspect as from the first one. So it's two unrelated, kind of gaming store burglaries that occurred within the same week.
He says some Pokemon cards are rare in the gaming community and can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
The woman killed in a crash Wednesday outside a DeKalb County grocery store is the aunt of two Atlanta Falcons players.
Giselle Perry died after the parked car she was in was struck by another car outside a Kroger on Wesley Chapel Road. The other driver and a pedestrian also sustained serious injuries. Perry was the aunt of Atlanta Falcons defensive backs AJ and Avion Terrell, the brothers who will share an NFL field together for the first time this fall. AJ posted pictures of Perry on Instagram with a caption reading, "I'm torn, Auntie. Heart is heavy. I love you." Giselle Perry was 49 years old. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
Frustrated residents of a Sandy Springs apartment complex are raising concerns about false fire alarms. Alexandra Reese lives at the Gateway Chastain Apartments on Roswell Road and says it's been happening a lot.
Normally,
overnight between the hours of 12 a.m. and 5 a.m., which has just been very disruptive and startling.
The Sandy Springs Fire Marshal's office tells us they've been called to the complex at least 7 times this year, all for false alarms. Fire officials are concerned with so many false alerts, residents will stop taking them seriously. Federal prosecutors say an Atlanta man who used his music and social media accounts to promote fraud as a lifestyle pleads guilty to bank fraud and identity theft charges. 33-year-old Shamari Brooks, who also goes by Junie Knotts, was caught with 600 stolen checks at his home. Investigators say Brooks openly recruited people on social media, teaching them how to victimize the public by selling financial fraud tutorials under the name Sauce Book. Georgia's Attorney General brings a new indictment in Bartow County in a lottery theft case. 33-year-old Javante Peters is charged with forgery and theft. Peters is accused of depositing a forged check from the Georgia Lottery Corporation for more than $72,000. You may soon be able to send a gun through the mail.
The United States Postal Service is considering a rule change that would allow anyone to send handguns through the mail for the first time in nearly 100 years. A 1927 law prohibits the shipment of handguns through the Postal Service unless they are from licensed retailers.
Correspondent Jim Crisula reports the Justice Department says allowing for the shipment of handguns will make it easier for lawful gun owners to transport their firearms. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams.
Still watching the slow ride out toward DeKalb County or out through DeKalb County, Bill, due to a crash 20 eastbound. Just past right at Wesley Chapel Road, but in several left lanes. Should be clearing any time now, but going to stay slow for you back to Candler Road until all lanes open back up. Earlier stall in Marietta's cleared. All lanes open. 75 northbound at Delk Road. You're going to stay on and off that brake pedal through Marietta, trying to make your way up into Ackworth. And still got the crash on the left shoulder of the express lane, 75 northbound at 575. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy skies for the rest of this evening. Temperatures will cool to the low 50s for tomorrow morning. Some areas of patchy fog possible for the Friday morning commute. Friday afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, high 73. Mostly cloudy on Saturday. A few rain showers possible south of I-20. Morning lows in the 50s, daytime highs in the mid-70s. Sunday, partly to mostly cloudy. An isolated rain shower can't be ruled out, warming up to the upper 70s. Monday, staying mainly dry, highs in the mid-70s.
Right now it's 65 in Snellville, 67 in Smyrna, and 73 in Stockbridge. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now, and you know what that means. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway. This hour's keyword is, I can't read it. Pars?
Pays.
Okay, those look like ours. Pays. P-A-Y-S. Pays. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. Again, the keyword is pays. P-A-Y-S. We're the station where it pays to listen.
Yeah.
Pays.
Pays.
Puma. Alpha. Yankee. Zulu.
My, you could win $1,000. Engage. Yeah, it really does look like an R.
Yeah, my handwriting's terrible.
That's
but,
okay.
You know, at least everyone knows that the keyword is pays.
It pays to know the keyword is pays.
Yes.
Good luck. What do we got, Jared?
All right, Marco Rubio began a 2-day visit to Vatican City, and he's having a private audience with Pope Leo right now. So he's trying to a lot of people suspect that he's trying to fix and mend the relations that the U.S. currently has with the Pope.
Secretary Rubio, it's nice to meet you. We got a nice layout here for some snacks. We got brats and hot dogs. Got some sauerkraut over here. Got the hot mustard. That's really good, you know. We have that every day for Sunday dinner, the hot mustard.
Trying to bring that Chicago feel, Pope Leo, to the Vatican.
Oh, yeah, and the best Chicago pizza. You know, a lot of people go to Pizzeria Uno, but my mom had a great recipe for it, so that's what I've been doing. So you can come over here and have some of that. So it's nice seeing maybe you get your president in line with the rest of the world and figuring out what we're going to do here and maybe not do so many wars, you know, and let in a bunch more immigrants. Well, you know, you figure that out on your own, but That's really none of my business. But I am the Pope,
You are. Now, are you feeling...
Go Sox.
Are you...
White Sox, not the Red Sox. Nobody likes the Red Sox.
Are you feeling better about things? I know that you and the president were getting along
Well,
recently.
I know Marco, he's a good Catholic, so he came up here or over here, and we had a good conversation. I think, at the end of the day, I think everything will be okay,
I hope so. Those were some...
He did tell me that he didn't kill his wife.
Oh.
The one-armed man did it, so now we're going to look for that guy. That's the impression I do when I do a guy from Chicago, one of the cops from that movie, The Fugitive.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. Yeah, but I care because I'm the Pope. And so have yourself another brat, Rubio, Marco. Mind if I call you that, secretary, whatever. But sure is nice to see you. And, you can sit next to me later this afternoon when we watch the White Sox game.
Yeah, there we go. See, that would be a great way to mend the relations that we have, because those images that Trump put out,
Don't let it bother me, I was picked on in high school, because I always said, when I was a little kid at Catholic school, I said, I'm going to be the Pope someday, and they would smack me around, so you're not Italian or Polish or Argentinian or German, you can't be the Pope. And I said, you just watch me. Someday I'll be the first American Pope, and lo and behold, that's what happened.
You showed them.
I sure did. But I don't need to show them because I'm the Pope and I don't have to be vengeful. Yes.
There was a gift exchange between you and Rubio.
Oh, yeah. I gave him some sort of glass egg, right?
It's a little football.
Oh, a little football?
American football.
Oh, he gave that to me?
Rubio gave that to you.
Oh.
And then you gave him a pen made of olive wood, maybe an olive branch.
Oh, yeah. Give this to your boss, all right? Tell him to calm down over there, and there's more olive branch pens where that came from.
You weren't all that impressed with the gift. You just said, wow, okay.
Wow, okay. Look at this glass football. Go Bears. He really gave him a glass football?
Yeah.
Give him the glass football. I got it off Timu. Go ahead, take it over.
Well, we need something to do with the old BCS trophies. Remember that was the glass football that you would get when you would win a football
Yeah, there were a
championship?
bunch of extra
what do you do with those now?
Take him the leftovers. Okay, I tell him I don't care.
I thought that trophy was way cooler
Why
than
would
the
they
new
give
one.
him something cool?
That's a good question. I think the Pope was thinking the same thing. This is not all that cool.
Oh, geez, I give you a nice olive pen and you give me this.
Some meaning,
Yeah, well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it means we're going to be more transparent. All right, another story.
All right, let's go over to India.
I don't want to go there.
Well, this
It's a long flight.
Expensive, too.
Yeah, I'm not going.
And they're really feeling the brunt of everything going on with the Strait of Hormuz, so much so that a new trend of Diet Coke parties has exploded at bars and restaurants in India because of the shortage. I mean, they all come to the Strait of Hormuz, and it's gotten expensive. Sometimes people are paying up to $16 just to go to these Diet Coke-themed parties.
Why didn't Modi tell me? Because I have the largest supply of Diet Coke in the entire country. I could send it over there right away. You know what we got to do? Rubio, you need to come back from the Vatican when you're done talking to the guy, Popey, whatever.
Pope Leo,
give him
yes.
another glass football. Pope Leo. I love Pope. Do we love Pope Leo? I love him. Come back here, get cases and cases of Diet Coke, and take it to India. They love the Diet Coke, right?
They love the
It's
Diet
so
Coke.
weird. Why?
Because they can't get it. They can't get it.
Yeah, it's one of the
Okay.
supply issues from the Strait of Hormuz. A lot of people are talking about
Aluminum is the main issue.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So they can it there. They're not bringing it in. They make it there. They can it there. So they're not having any luck with aluminum. Why don't they just recycle?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's
You
what
know
I
what?
do.
Look
I
at Tim
pose the good question.
solving problems, Tim. I appreciate that.
Take all the cans that you throw in the landfills, melt them down, and make new cans. There's your solution.
But
you don't
see-
have to pay $10 for Diet Coke.
And have a Diet Coke party.
Yeah. They don't have Diet Pepsi?
Diet Pepsi's having a problem there as well.
Well, I think we need to airlift, like the Berlin airlift. Just take a bunch of cans of soda with a
It
drone.
knocks out everybody it lands on.
No. I didn't know they could land and put them on.
Okay, place them down, yes.
Yeah, well, that's about the amount. That is the extent of the fun we can have with this story.
They're pretty interesting cocktails with Coke in them.
Uh-huh.
Oh, cocktails.
Yeah, and they're mixing local spices, jalapenos, and honey.
Oh.
So, getting
Ooh, that's very interesting.
That is very interesting.
adventurous.
I would try that.
At least we don't have that problem here. You can
No,
still
we
get
got all the aluminum we
Oh,
need.
thank
That's right.
Lord.
The war would be over if that problem was over here.
We got a lot of bucks.
End it immediately.
We got to
I
end the
Diet
war.
Coke.
India ran out of Diet Coke. And I love Diet Coke more than I love my kids.
Whoa.
Well, not surprised. I mean, you have a button for your for Diet Coke. You don't have a button for your kids.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Matt Lauer had the sex button. I have a Coke button, a Diet Coke button.
That button was trumped up to be a little more than, because you just don't want to have to get up from your desk, lock the door every time.
What are you talking about, Matt Lauer?
Yeah.
You don't believe that he had a sex button?
No, he did, but a lot of people in that world
sex time.
Have lock buttons. Is what should.
Oh, it's because they don't want their door to be open while they're working or having sex.
And it's convenient.
Yeah, okay.
Or having sex.
Yeah, that's important. You don't when you're badgering an NBC page. You don't want anybody coming in there.
All right, our next story, guys. Amazon to carry an Ozempic pill at U.S. kiosks, and you can even get same-day delivery via Amazon Prime for Ozempic.
I need to lose weight right now.
Yes.
I'm getting hungry.
How is that different than having like medication delivered through Amazon?
Yeah.
Don't they have that now?
They do, but this is the first time that Ozempic has been provided like this. So I just think it's interesting that, number one, we've gone from something that about 2 years ago, right? I mean, I guess I can't remember when you were on Mounjaro, Autumn, but when it first came out, couple of years ago, it was kind of difficult to get.
It was expensive, and you had to have it was off-brand prescription.
Exactly. And now the fact that it's over the counter, you get same-day delivery. I mean, that's crazy. That's insane how much things have
it's like
changed in the last 2 years.
It's like Cialis and Viagra.
Sure.
That stuff used to be you had to get a prescription, and it was expensive. Now you see an ad on Instagram, and in 2 days you have a bag of pills on your door.
Seriously.
Delivered by a drone.
Yeah. Here in Georgia, there's a very good possibility that your Ozempic could be delivered to you.
Your boner pills are. Oh, don't tell everybody. I liked it better when I ordered them privately and they came in a private bag.
Your fat shot and your boner pills.
Your fat shot. Your fat shot.
Here's the loser drone.
I guess that's good though that you have
Your
access.
loser drugs.
But you're loser. But you do have to get a prescription, right?
No, not for Ozempic. I don't think
it's over the counter now.
I
no,
believe.
you have to have a prescription.
Do you really? Okay, all right. So it's just easier to get now. It's prescriptions are just written much easier now.
It's a little different, especially with the Wegovy pill. The Wegovy pill is a much smaller dosage than other things like a Mounjaro. So like the highest dosage, this is my understanding of it, the highest dosage that you can get of this Wegovy pill is sort of like the second or third step up with something like Mounjaro.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So like if you start at, half a milligram, and then after 1 month you move up to 1 milligram, and then 1.5 after the third month.
And then you got to keep taking it, right? You have to maintain at a certain level.
Yeah, so a lot of people, once they've really reached their goal, or whatever they're doing, they'll do, what is that called? Like
wean off.
Like they do like micro dosing. So they don't
okay.
they're not doing it every single week. They might do it every 2 weeks, or whatever they might need.
And have we discovered any side effects of this drug yet, or are we just going to wait and find out?
I mean, Dr. Joe will tell you that your bowels stop moving,
Your
and
head
you
will
go
fall
blind,
off.
and you lose all your hair.
It has become so. I was looking into it. You're right, Autumn, about the fact that you have to have a prescription, but you can now get it. A lot of insurance providers, you can get it through a teledoc now. So all you do is.
I mean, but you can do that. You can get anything through your teledoc. If you wanted to get Viagra, you could get that through a teledoc.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, you just go. You sign up with them, especially if it's not covered by your insurance.
What about ivermectin?
But you still need a prescription.
What about ivermectin? Can you get that?
I get that at the horse store.
I don't want to eat the paste with the horse on it that tastes like apples, but I will.
Yes.
Alex Williams says there's a crash on 85 North in Brookhaven.
That is correct, my friend. 85 northbound, just before Claremont Road, exit 91. Traffic Trooper Claire called me and told me about it, and I see it on the jam cam. It's blocking the left lane next to the HOV express lane, so that is slowing the ride as you leave Georgia 400. Then she says once you get up past that, there's also a stall that's been trying to clear out of the roadway near Chamblee Tucker Road. Delays continue up into Norcross, and another slow zone finds you on 85 north in Gwinnett between Duluth and Swanee. 400 northbound, brake lights glowing and Sandy Springs from 285 up to the North Springs MARTA station, and a slow go of it in Marietta, 75 northbound. Not much relief as you leave at Delk Road. You're going to stay close to that brake pedal as you make your way up to Chastain Road there in Kennesaw. Traffic brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Shop self-care staples at Whole Foods Market. Get 33% off body care and candles with Prime through May 12th while supplies last. Shop in-store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Tune in to Atlanta's Morning News.
Shooting in southwest Atlanta that sent a man to the hospital. All your latest news, weather, and traffic.
Traffic red alert long running now along Georgia 400.
Atlanta's Morning News.
Reports the UN Security Council will also meet.
Tomorrow starting at 5. 95.5 WSB. How Atlanta starts its day.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, you've talked for years about the importance of having a financial plan in place because it gives us that roadmap for the journey of retirement. That helps us navigate the ups and the downs, when life doesn't go to script. But hey, when can we ever count on life to go according to script?
Yeah, it never does, but we can script it out for you financially. And this is a pretty robust offer that we would present to you today. The first step is you call us or you go to unleashyourmoney.com and click that portfolio x-ray button or the 401k x-ray. That'll allow us to do about a 10 to 14 page report. We give it to you. It assesses exactly what's included in your financial life, all of your investments. From there, if you want us to take step 2 for you, again, completely complimentary, free of charge, we will build you an income plan to replace your paycheck in retirement. That income plan also includes tax strategies, which are extremely important for people in today's environment. Then if you want us to take the final step, we can fold all of that into a full financial plan and map it out for the rest of your life or until age 100. All 3 of those offers, completely free of charge, completely complimentary. I would start with that portfolio x-ray. It'll take us a few hours to generate the report. We do all that behind the scenes. We give it to you in a half an hour, 45-minute meeting. Very valuable information for you to have on your ready and take home with you.
Call the Hoffman Financial Group today, 770-580-2024. That's 770-580-2024 or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
This is Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers, where we've been making Mother's Day shopping easy since 1939. How? You don't have to worry about quality. You don't have to worry about trust. You don't have to worry about value. And you don't have to worry about selection. We've curated a Mother's Day gift guide with everything from traditional to totally unique jewelry, like birthstone pendants from $145 and stackable diamond birthstone bands from $385. Come see why Atlanta's trusted D. Geller & Son since 1939 in Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Attention, Antifa, human traffickers, cartels, and woke DAs. With Chris Carr as governor, you won't stand a chance.
I'm Chris Carr. In Georgia, we will prosecute you. It's easy for politicians to talk tough, but I'm the only Republican who put gangs, human traffickers, and Antifa behind bars. I even fought Obama, Biden, and Abrams in court and won. If you're attacking our police or our freedoms, I'll be your worst nightmare.
Chris Carr doesn't just talk tough. Carr had the courage, brought the cases, and locked up the criminals. He has more than 120 gang convictions. Over 200 human trafficking victims have been rescued and seized enough fentanyl to kill 3.5 million Georgians. Carr's taking on the woke left, making crime illegal again. As governor, Chris Carr will keep up the fight and never back down. Chris Carr, governor. Real fights, real wins, real conservative. Paid for by Carr for Georgia.
Oh, sorry. Hanging out with the woke left. By the way, it's WSB's a Grand for Gas giveaway. This hour's keyword is PAYS, P-A-Y-S. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. Again, the keyword is PAYS, P-A-Y-S.
This is a TikTok alert.
Uh-oh.
A viral TikTok trend is encouraging kids to microwave their squishy toys, especially those popular gel-filled ones, like those
Neatos.
cubes. Yeah.
Those are called Neatos.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do it. Do
Why?
not do it. If you see your kid trying to put the toy in the microwave, it can cause severe burns. And some people have even some parents have had to even take their kids to the hospital. So don't do it.
Who's doing it? How old are these kids?
They're 10 and under primarily.
How are they on? First, okay, I need some.
I know, a lot
explanation.
of questions,
Autumn,
right?
can you help too?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I love TikTok, but these things don't come up in my algorithm because it's just like, hey, this show you watched 30 years ago. Here's some videos. So 10-year-old kids are putting their toys in a microwave, recording it and putting it on TikTok.
Yes.
Well, I think the reason why is because if they get cold, then they get harder to squish. And so if you put them in the microwave, then they're really soft and squishy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have like an age range anywhere from like 12. I mean, I even see a young girl here who was 7 years old. And I think a lot of it, this is something that I'm noticing in a lot of the newer homes that are being built now. A lot of newer homes have got their microwaves lower to the ground. Like they're not like in the typical spot that you would expect, like above the stove, right? That's kind of
That's where they are in apartment complexes and condominiums.
Yeah, in most places, that's where they are. But in these newer homes and a lot of these examples that I'm seeing here, you kind of see the microwave at a cabinet level, like
Well,
a
I think
low
they
cabinet.
anticipated the TikTok trend.
I guess so.
And they wanted to be a part of it.
They're like, we've got to figure out a way to make sure that we promote this TikTok trend.
Yeah. You know what I did once when I was a teenager? I put a bunch of unwrapped Hershey's Kisses into my friend's microwave, turned it on, and then his parents were very mad because they had to buy a new microwave.
I bet they weren't happy. How long did you put in there for?
Not very long, but it didn't matter because it started sparking.
Yeah.
Enough to mess everything up.
Yes, they were on vacation and I was feeding their cat, so that wasn't a very nice thing of me to do. But, I have to apologize for all these things I did as a child. I don't know that I'll be putting my son's stuffies in our microwave, though.
No, not as stuffies. It's just this neato.
Okay, it's just
cube.
this
It's
one.
like it's just this specific type of squishy thing. It's like, it's almost like a desk toy. You would love it actually. It's like.
What is it, like a hand gripper thing?
Yeah,
a stress
it's like-
ball?
Yeah, but it's extra nice to squish, and you can like really deform it, and it always goes back to the way.
That sounds
Yeah.
like fun. I might like something
Yeah, it's great.
like that.
So I kept it in my car for one was left in my car for a while, and it was really hard to squish, and so like the kids warmed it up.
How long did you put it in the microwave?
I did not put it in the microwave
Sat on it or something.
because my kids aren't allowed on TikTok.
It sounds to me that Autumn started the trend there. How did you warm it up?
Yeah, Autumn, you're the leader of
I think the
this.
kids sat on it honestly. Like
Yeah.
an egg.
How vet.
Yeah, because when you first did the story, I was just picturing these as like a little stuffed animal, like
Yeah, like squishies, like
Beanie
you would
Baby
say,
or
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, just little squishy toys, and again, like it's just crazy. Every day we find a story about something dumb that's going viral on TikTok, and it's
Yeah, that's
always
something dumb. That's forever. We're humans. We like to do dumb things.
Yeah, but when we were kids, we didn't have the ability to share it with the entire world. And
Fair point.
Get famous.
I wonder if in any of these viral videos here, if the parents actually posted some of their kids getting burned. Now those people need to go to jail.
Oh,
if
my
that's the
daughter
case.
got burned. It's so funny.
Alex Williams is checking the ride around 285.
285 eastbound, the inner loop bunched up, leaving Georgia 400 through Dunwoody. Then the heavier stuff starts southbound from I-85 down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. If you're traveling 285 westbound through Sandy Springs, on and off the brakes from Georgia 400 over to I-75. That ride's going to stay sluggish southbound through Smyrna down to I-20 to that work zone. 285 north inner loop also on the brakes from Langford Parkway up past Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Jaron Solomon here, and if you want to absolutely win Mother's Day, listen up. Now through May 10th, when you make a purchase at Solomon Brothers Jewelers, you can receive a free Big Green Egg grill with qualifying purchase. And this year, for all of you out there who have taken us up on this offer before, you also have the option of a brand new Traeger. You give mom something timeless, and you get the grill everybody wants. Visit Solomon Brothers Jewelers or book your appointment at solomonbrothers.com.
There's so many things you want to upgrade on your home's exterior. You need experienced craftsmen who communicate and keep you comfortable through every step of your project.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. Trust the Plus family of businesses for everything on your list.
Painting Plus, anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Is your air conditioning system ready to answer the challenge of the hot and humid days we know are coming? Take advantage of this great offer from Ragsdale Heating and Air. Right now, you could take up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system, and that includes Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. Ragsdale's the name I know you can trust for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs, too. They have a 4.9 Google rating and over 11,000 reviews. Go to RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, residents of a Sandy Springs apartment complex say false fire alarms are getting worse, and they say it could be dangerous.
It often happens between midnight and 5 a.m. The blaring fire alarm jolting Gateway Chastain residents like Alexandra Reese from a deep sleep.
It is terrifying.
Sandy Springs Fire Marshal David Dunn tells me they've been called to the complex at least 7 times this year, all for false alarms, and he's worried that residents will stop taking the alerts seriously.
We need to treat these as real alarms every time until we know otherwise.
He believes it's likely a system issue, but they could levy fines if the problem isn't fixed. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
No comment yet from the building's property manager. It is now 70 degrees in Atlanta. When do we see a return of the rain? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. This just in, the Fulton County School District is one of thousands of victims of a cyber attack targeting one of its vendors. The parent company behind its Canvas learning management system says a third party gained access to certain user information. It may include names, email addresses, student ID numbers, and private messages. It does not appear any passwords, financial information, or social security numbers were compromised because the district does not share that information. A Georgia foster care provider worries about declining foster family recruitment. WellRoot Family Services President and CEO Allison Ash says they've seen a 50% drop since 2024.
We have a significant lack of families who are able to become foster families at this time, and we do not have enough homes to place the children that come to us promise for service.
She believes economic factors are playing a role. Thieves in metro Atlanta are taking advantage of the popularity of Pokemon cards. Gwinnett police arrest a man who's seen on surveillance video breaking into Wasteland Gaming in Duluth.
Went straight to a specific glass display case where Pokemon cards were in there, pulled out a handgun and fired a round into that case, breaking that glass.
Gwinnett Police Corporal Ryan Winderweedle says thousands of dollars worth of cards were stolen. The suspect is caught trying to resell them in Cobb County. Police are also looking into a separate Pokemon card theft involving 2 suspects. An unusual discovery at an auto parts business in Newton County where workers find nearly $20,000 worth of meth hidden inside the doors of a junk vehicle. The sheriff's office credits McDonough Used Auto Parts for promptly reporting the discovery to law enforcement. The drugs were concealed inside the doors, and deputies say the investigation continues. With the theme of The Matrix, DeKalb's State of the County address focuses on reimagining the future while highlighting recent successes.
Law enforcement is a focal point in CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson's address. The county invested over $30 million in crime prevention and launched the Digital Shield Initiative, which includes a real-time crime center. She says improvements are bringing in the officers.
We've seen over a 300% increase in police recruitment in DeKalb County since taking office in 2025.
Retention is up 98% following a time when the county lost over 300 police officers in 4 years. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
Health officials in multiple states, including Georgia, are monitoring passengers who may have been exposed to hantavirus on a Dutch cruise ship and are now back in the U.S. Correspondent Bradley Blackburn has the latest on the investigation.
On Thursday, officials with the World Health Organization confirmed 5 of 8 people sickened on the ship were infected with the Andes strain of the virus.
In previous outbreaks, there has been instances of human-to-human transmission, mainly among close contacts.
The World Health Organization is investigating whether the first passengers who died on the ship may have contracted the virus in Argentina while birdwatching near a landfill.
New speed limit signs are up in parts of Milton. The speed limit is lower on Thompson, New Providence, and Bethany Bend roads. And now drivers will notice new signs to reflect that. Speed limits have been reduced from 45 miles per hour to 40 along these corridors. It is now 5:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And in the 24-hour traffic center this afternoon, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, got better news through Brookhaven. Crash cleared, all lanes open. 85 northbound just before Claremont Road, exit 91. But brake lights find you again where they're clearing a stall out of a center lane up at Chamblee Tucker Road. Once you get past that, brake lights will find you again for the ride up into Norcross. That secondary slow zone continues between Duluth and Swanee. They're still clearing up this crash, but are about wrapped it up. It's been shutting down the ramp from Haynesbridge Road to Georgia 400 northbound in Alpharetta. 75 northbound, it's on and off the brakes through Marietta, but then you bunch up for sure from 575 with delays improving past Wade Green Road, exit number 273. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy skies for the rest of this evening. Temperatures will cool to the low 50s for tomorrow morning. Some areas of patchy fog possible for the Friday morning commute. Friday afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, high 73. Mostly cloudy on Saturday. A few rain showers possible south of I-20. Morning lows in the 50s, daytime highs in the mid-70s. Sunday, partly to mostly cloudy. An isolated rain shower can't be ruled out. Warming up to the upper 70s. Monday, staying mainly dry, highs in the mid-70s.
Right now it's 71 in Johns Creek, 64 in Mableton, and 72 in Peachtree City. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
I'm forecasting more daylight and bigger views with a 100% chance of a smaller name. Hi, it's meteorologist Glenn Burns. North Georgia Replacement Windows is now NG Windows. Same amazing local people and same Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows. They're 8 times stronger than vinyl with slimmer frames that brighten your home with more daylight and bigger views.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world. So why settle for an ordinary engagement ring you could find almost anywhere? Well, I know a place where you can design your own custom engagement ring. Terra Fine Jewelry Company. At Terra, the styles and designs are endless, and their expert jewelers make it easy to bring your personally designed engagement ring to life. Your bride-to-be deserves more than a cookie-cutter engagement ring, so explore the vast options of custom design rings at Terra Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort, Georgia. Terra Fine Jewelry Company.
The Steel Horse Law name strikes fear in the heart of big insurance companies. We make them pay.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
We are taking your open mics on the WSB radio app. You can leave one for us. We have a couple brand new ones.
Hey, this is for Eric Von Hessler and the Doctrinaires. Joe from Gainesville, Georgia, but currently working in Orlando. Been here since November, and listening to you guys has really eased my homesickness and kind of makes me feel more at home here.
So sweet.
Orlando, Florida, 97 degrees, 5:16 p.m.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for what you do.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. I didn't mean to cut you off. That's my bad.
That's so nice.
97 degrees. Blah. Yeah, well, Jared's over there salivating. I can't wait.
Even I think 97 is a little warm. I'm like, my ideal temperature is like 80 to like 92.
Yes.
I like it around there.
I do love. I love hearing from listeners who are sort of expatriates of Atlanta that have moved or are working anywhere else in the country, that they tune in. They use the app, or they listen to the podcast, or they stream, whatever. I think that's really awesome, and that they share it with us, because that's kind of cool. That sort of thing is a rarity these days. When you live in a market and you love a radio show or a radio station, in the old days, well, if you left, you were just out of luck. And these days, you don't have that problem.
Yeah, it is really cool that people follow along even if they leave Atlanta. So much appreciated for that open mic.
And even cooler, the next one validates me.
This is for Tim. I totally agree about that. McDonald's, upstanding over there. They're great. But did you know there's also a hidden gem, GEM, in that same shopping center, Sabores de mi tierra, meaning flavors of the land or flavors from the land. You got to check it out. Super good.
Sabores de mi tarea.
Okay, whatever. I haven't tried that yet. The only time I went anywhere else in that complex was into Big Lots, and then, of course, that's gone now. But they do have a Mediterranean or a Middle Eastern bakery in there. So I want to try that, too. So I'll go, you know what I'll do? I'll go to every little place in there and try something.
You should.
Yes.
Put it on your TikTok.
No.
Okay.
I will not do that.
Put your squishy toy in the TikTok. Oh, wait. We're not supposed to do that. Don't put that in the microwave.
No, just Matchbox car.
But just see what happens, though. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to put a Matchbox car in there tonight when I get home.
Okay.
And then I'll
tell
go to...
your son it's called violence.
Yes, this is violence. Watch it explode and kill the microwave. I'll order a new one, and I'll pay for it with Klarna. Everything's great.
All right. From Popular Mechanics here. I love headlines like this because they draw you in. A study suggests that aliens aren't little green men. They're purple people eaters.
What? This doesn't make sense.
What?
It is clickbait title, totally.
Yeah, obvi.
Yeah. So it says that scientists, you know how we have a lot of blue. We're known as the blue planet because of the ocean.
Yes.
And then on our land, it's a lot of green.
Yes.
Sure.
Because we have photosynthetic plants and things of that nature. Well, scientists expect that there is a process similar to photosynthesis that might make planets look purple.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a little disappointed because no Sheb Woolley. Do people even know? You don't know?
No, I don't know what
I don't know what that
went
means.
right over my head.
Okay, Sheb Woolley was the singer of the popular novelty song from a long time ago called Purple People Eater.
I'm familiar with the
One-eyed,
song.
one-horn, flying purple people eater.
Anyway, we don't need it now.
Jared was laughing at that. You didn't get it.
No, he got it. He knows that song.
It was from a.
I know the song.
You know how I got exposed to it was there was I want to say it was Barney. I'm probably getting that wrong, but I think Barney
Probably.
had its own version of purple people.
Because he was
But
a
you
purple.
didn't know the artist.
He was a purple
No,
dinosaur.
I didn't know the Easter.
Well, yeah, he was a purple dinosaur that ate kids or people.
Yes.
Is that what his thing was?
Hands down.
I think so, yeah.
Yes. No, I believe you pointed at him to fire off the song, but that didn't happen.
Listen, it's okay. Hey, I love when stories like this come out and they're like, really? They're purple people eaters? And then you look at it, it's like, oh, okay, at the very, very small bacterial level, yes, there is a possibility that there's purple bacteria that could be eating other things.
Oh, so they're not eating people.
Correct.
I hate
There are no people
clickbait.
there.
Well, they're people, are they not?
I don't know.
Bacteria.
Aren't they just like?
Well, they
like
had
little
they
cells.
They had cute little purple aliens in the picture in the article. I assume they were.
Okay.
It's false.
It's false.
They've misled us.
I hate
did.
that.
They tricked us.
I get fooled all the time.
All right, our next story, study finds here, plastic is building up in human brains and junk food may be making it worse. Shocker!
This is also clickbait because we found out recently that plastic does not go over the brain blood barrier.
Blood-brain barrier.
That's right.
We found out recently. Even Dr. Joe admitted it.
He did.
And, it's hard for Dr. Joe to admit. Yeah, I was wrong. You know what? I don't like admitting I was wrong. I was wrong, like Fonzie. So we're full of plastic, and what does fast food have to do with it?
Well, it's just not good in general.
Not fast food, junk food.
Junk food,
yeah.
okay. What kind of junk food? Because anything could be junk food if you don't like it.
Cheetos.
Cheetos are so good, though. And they lie when the serving size is a lie. When you buy okay, I'll give you an example. You buy, the tennis ball can filled with Pringles, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, there's like 5 servings in there. But, in reality, when you open a can of Pringles, you have to eat them all at one time.
Do you? There's a lid.
Yeah, I know, but you have to.
Okay.
My point is that when people who are older are eating stuff like that, there's a reason they're eating stuff like that. And you eat the whole thing. Same with a bag of Cheetos. Same with your kids' graham crackers or Nilla wafers, which is why I've avoided doing all that lately.
For your own good.
You want a fun Pringles fact?
Yes, please.
So there's an author, sci-fi author called Gene Wolfe, and he invented the machine that allowed the Pringles to be packaged such a way.
Oh.
And he has a little mustache. He is the Pringles man.
I did not know that.
Suspected.
That's cool.
So
he's a brilliant author.
Extremely pale with a completely black mustache.
Yes, he looks like a giant cartoon.
Yeah,
potato.
with a big head.
Does his head
Gene
open
Wolfe?
up? Like
Yeah. But I highly recommend him.
Okay.
And he's the Pringles man. So.
I did not know that.
I gotta say, unpopular opinion here. If you have the Lay's stacks next to the Pringles,
Oh, God, here you go.
the Lay's stacks are
Communist.
better. They're way better.
No, you're blasphemous. with
No,
that.
how dare you?
Yeah,
the
you're going-
Lay's stacks are way better. than
You are
Pringles.
going against the tenets of the junk food 10 commandments, which are Pringles top everything. When I was a kid,
Oof, I don't know if they top everything.
well, not everything, but the chips, well, when I was a kid, I thought that they sliced potatoes to make them that way. It's really just like they mash them up and then they bake them and put
They
them
can't even call them potato chips.
because they're not, well, they're made out of potatoes, are they not?
I know maybe or something, but I think that they
But they're not sliced.
They technically can't call them potato chips
Shaped
because
potato mash.
Huh.
yeah, it's like frozen dairy dessert is
Okay.
not ice cream.
But it's milk adjacent.
Sure, potato adjacent.
Potato adjacent. Yeah, well, people are going to keep eating junk food and not worry about the brain and the plastics and all
What
that
are you
stuff.
gonna do if the brain is already plasticized? What am I gonna not have Cheetos?
Maybe the plastic will help our brains stay, healthy for the long haul.
What I can't figure out is for my generation, is I guess our generation. I'm looking at you, George, and Autumn. Our generation, millennials still look pretty dang young, and everyone's been saying that when we were kids, we ate so poorly, all of these super processed foods and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, look at us preserving nicely into
You
our
are
30s
preserved
and 40s.
nicely, but I see a lot of women in their 50s and so forth who don't look like women in their 50s looked in the 80s, okay? These are grannies and stuff that are in their 50s and early 60s and stuff. They look great.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, there's a sort of uniform that used to be a little bit required of an older woman, and now that's kind of gone to the wayside. Like
Showing
women
more
aren't
skin.
No, not that.
women aren't getting at a certain
George
age
is a
aren't
MILF
getting the
hunter,
super
but-
short haircut and going to the salon and getting it
Yeah.
permed and curled and
And
you know
then,
it's
I would watch my grandma get her hair permed, and then,
Right.
it would stay that way for a week, and then she'd have to go back and get it permed again. And
not permed, but they would get it curled. I think
Or curled,
She'd get
yeah.
it like set.
Yeah, get it set. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And today, but now it's the extensions, and everybody, they have the hair and everything of like a 30-year-old.
Yeah, have you seen those things where like they'll take Jennifer Lopez and they'll put like short old lady hairstyles on her?
Yeah,
and she looks old.
I know. But everybody
it's
looked
cool.
old to me in the 80s.
Yeah.
Everybody over 25, I'm like, they're old. They're They're so old. But you're right, Autumn. They had a uniform, and when you got to a certain age, it was moo-moo and getting your hair set.
I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that people can feel younger much into their 50s, 60s. Hell, I know some people in their 70s that say, I feel as good as I did when I was in my teens.
No, really? I don't know any people like that. Alex Williams says, better news on I-20 in DeKalb.
Earlier crash all cleared up 20 eastbound before Wesley Chapel Road. Tim, you are still slow, though, coming off that collector distributor ramp, getting on to I-20 eastbound as you leave 285. Those delays stay with you out toward Panola Road, then off to the races, out through Stonecrest, Lithonia, and into Conyers. Not terrible at all this afternoon on the West Freeway. Some of that merging madness 20 westbound, passing I-285 to Fulton Industrial Boulevard, then looking pretty good into Lithia Springs and Douglasville. Checking the ride on the south side, 75 northbound. A little crowded as you leave from Highway 155 there in McDonough. Those delays improve up to Jodico Road. And that southbound ride slowing through Hateville from Central Avenue down past I-285, getting past all those trucks getting onto 75 south from 285 around the airport. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Start your workday. This isn't a black and white story, and there are a lot of unanswered questions. That's my initial take.
Mark Arrow.
Leaned over because I can't see out of the icy window.
Getting you through your morning.
It might be the end of the day. A question of, do the ends justify the means?
Mark Arrow.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB. Atlanta's News and Talk.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration, and don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Out there, a lot of stress. But in here, give your family stress relief and relaxation in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy System to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Right now, save up to $2,500 off, plus a free non-slip interior upgrade. Hurry, sale ends May 26th. BrownsPools.com.
Jaron Solomon here, and if you want to absolutely win Mother's Day, listen up. Now through May 10th, when you make a purchase at Solomon Brothers Jewelers, you can receive a free Big Green Egg grill with qualifying purchase. And this year, for all of you out there who have taken us up on this offer before, you also have the option of a brand new Traeger. You give mom something timeless, and you get the grill everybody wants. Visit Solomon Brothers Jewelers or book your appointment at solomonbrothers.com.
Not only are uneven concrete surfaces around your house eyesores, they can be serious tripping hazards. AquaGuard's concrete lifting solution is just what you need. Go to aquaguard.net today and set up a free inspection. Remember,
AquaGuard. EMC Security.
When an alarm goes off at your home, every second counts. With EMC Security's remote video monitoring, once your alarm is triggered, our team can instantly monitor cameras you give us access to, assess the situation, and send appropriate information to first responders. Get real peace of mind whether you're home or away. Get a free quote on video monitoring today at emcsecurity.com.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to.
Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Well, during the break, George Clark gave me some breaking news that we'll share in the next hour, although it is about 20 years too late, but we'll see. We'll see.
It involves OnlyFans. We'll give that to you.
Yeah, well, it involves OnlyFans and a very popular actress from the 2000s. So what's this story about? Another sitting alert. Don't sit all day. I like to sit. Most people like to sit.
They're calling it the new smoking. Sitting for
What
long...
if you're smoking when you're sitting?
Even worse. The double whammy.
Oh, no.
Sitting for long stretches is harmful to your health.
Well, we've
ladies
known
and
that for a
gentlemen.
long time. Is this some sort of surprise?
Well, we're here. The Washington Post is here to help you.
They're late. Been hearing this for 20 years, 10 years, whatever. Okay, go ahead. Continue. I'll quit interrupting.
So they have solutions here. So obviously
Get up.
We know we know all of the.
What do I do?
I don't know how to not sit.
We know all of the issues that happen. You have cardiovascular issues.
Yeah.
If you need your muscles could weaken. You need to move your body around.
They're weak.
But
From sitting.
But the
From
Washington.
sitting too long.
Oh, help so. I'm sitting so long. Would you get up and get me something to eat? You need
Because
exercise.
I'm starving and I can't move my muscles.
You're going to fuse to the chair, Linda.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yes, and I could escape you, but I would never get out of the chair. I love my
That's
chair.
right, you lazy bag of bones.
Jared, I got one of those chairs where you can put the remote and your meal and your cup and your ashtray.
Oh, you got everything in front of you there.
Everything I need. I don't need to get up, ever.
Well, as long as you're
Phone charger.
But sir, it's not good for you. In
I
fact,
don't
you
care.
should
I'm
get
90.
Up, you should get up every 30 minutes. I don't care if you're 90. You could live to be 102.
Every time I get up, I fall and break a hip.
Yeah, she's got an extra hip in the back. She has to
Gotta
drag her.
replace it every time I get off my chair.
She crawls back there on her elbows and gets the hip out of the hip box and puts it in there. That hip.
So it's more dangerous for me to walk around.
Yeah. So why don't you just roll everywhere like your sister?
That's a good idea.
So it's
Try
not
that.
good to sit, and they tell you to get up every half hour. I don't know what this is. Not news though.
Yeah, why? And also,
That's why
where
Eric
is this
walks.
coming from?
Eric walks every day. Washington Post.
Yeah, the Washington Post, and
What
they
is
also.
the impetus of needing to write this article?
So there are a couple things. So the new information here is that it is as bad as smoking. That's kind of the
Which
big
is
thing.
not true.
No, it is not. Smoking is a million times worse than
Yes,
sitting.
that's not true. So if I stand, I can smoke.
Yeah.
and
Well,
it'll be a wash.
Think about this though. Okay,
What if you
so
crouch?
Yeah. You're
What if I do
your
that Asian squat thing?
Oh, that's probably good for you. It's probably good stretching.
Yeah.
I can never balance.
I can't either. Well, you can. You just have to, do it a lot, and then you'll
I
be able to do
guess.
it. Yeah.
Practice,
I thought I had
young
to be
grasshopper.
Asian.
That's right, grasshopper. Or cricket. Call her a cricket. She's a cricket.
Oh, that's cute.
But they're calling it. If you don't want to just get up every 30 minutes,
I don't.
You can call it an exercise snack. So you get short bursts of activity,
I'm
walking.
going to get the lays. Hang on. I'm going to waddle into the kitchen.
You could stretch. You could go up some stairs. You
I
could.
do like to stretch.
You can make small changes, like instead of sitting, get a standing desk. Have meetings where you walk, or evening walks with your significant other. It makes a big difference.
Is this something people don't do?
Yes, it's a major problem.
I'm sure people that read the New York or the Washington Post do, though.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, they look at it. They're like, you know what, honey? I wasn't gonna walk today.
Says here we should walk more.
I wasn't gonna get out of my chair today, honey. But you know what? Because of that Washington Post article, my life has been changed.
Thank God we pay $300 a year for a subscription. Alex Williams says there is a brake light battle through downtown.
Yeah, to make it worse, Tim just found new trouble into Midtown and downtown. It's a stall on I-85 southbound before the ramp to 75 northbound. It is blocking the right lane. That's the lane right next to the exit lane that takes you to 75 north, and what a mess behind it. 400 delays start at Lenox Road. 75 south into Midtown and northwest Atlanta. You're going to jam up just south of Moore's Mill and stays heavy pretty much down to Cortlandt Street now. Once you hit the Grady Hospital curve, it's moving a little better. 75, 85 northbound still bumper to bumper. Highway 166 Langford Parkway up to 2 Peachtree Pine Street. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
If your mom is anything like mine, she'd rather give a gift than get one. This Mother's Day, give mom something beautiful that gives back with D. Geller & Son Jewelers' Stila Vitae collection. These are beautiful, everyday pieces of jewelry crafted in sterling silver, gold, and natural diamonds. The collection includes heart-shaped necklaces, crosses, and earrings, all with a signature teardrop design, a drop of life. Every piece gives back to cure childhood cancer and comes with a booklet showing the love and support behind this incredible gift in Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
So many homeowners are looking for ways to access their home equity without touching their low rates on their first mortgage. This is Scott Slade. Well, Myland has home equity loans for just this reason. That's right, it's not only possible but very popular to have a second mortgage. So many homeowners are turning to these home equity loans to help pay down high-interest credit cards, student loans, home renovations, the list goes on. I've been talking about the guys and gals at Myland for years, and if you have questions about home financing, these are the ones you want to call. I trust them with all my home needs, and you should too. Home equity loans, refinance, purchase, or reverse mortgage, Myland can do it all. Find out if a home equity loan could be right for you. Call Myland. 770-817-2000. That's 770-817-2000. Or online, it's myland.com, spelled it M-I-L-E-N-D. NMLS and Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee 148769. Located at 8995 Westside Parkway, Alpharetta, Georgia 30009. Myland is an equal housing lender.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate has always made selling your home easy, and we've updated our program to keep the most money in your pocket. First, we give you a guaranteed cash offer on your home, and you receive the cash up front immediately. We then set your list price, we put it on the market, and if we sell it for more than we gave you up front, we'll give you the difference back in cash. It's absolutely no risk to you, only upside. Why would you do business with anybody else? It's the absolute best way to sell your home in today's market.
Hi, I'm Kevin Deutsch, General Manager at Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. I want to personally invite you to come by and see why we won the prestigious Lexus Elite Award. Experience amazing at Butler Lexus of South Atlanta and give us a call today at 1-800-NEW-LEXUS.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, a hack impacts Fulton County schools. The district is among thousands of victims of a cyber attack targeting one of its vendors.
District officials say the parent company behind its Canvas learning management system confirms a third party gained access to certain user information that may include names, email addresses, student ID numbers, and private messages. But it does not appear that any passwords, financial information, or social security numbers were compromised because the district does not share that information. The Canvas platform can still be used by Fulton County students and staff. The district plans to notify any families impacted once the vendor provides more details. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
70 degrees in Atlanta. Despite all the rain recently, we are not close to ending our drought.
This week's drought monitor indicates absolutely no change to the state of Georgia, which means that the entire state is experiencing severe drought conditions. Extreme drought continues for Metro Atlanta, and an exceptional drought is in place for South Georgia.
When do rain chances return? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Growing concern about the challenges challenges of recruiting new foster families in Georgia.
Since 2024, WellRoot Family Services says its recruitment of foster families has dropped by 50%. WellRoot President and CEO Allison Ash believes there are clear contributing factors.
It's a combination of the rates that foster parents are paid, not keeping pace with inflation. So it's often too expensive for families to foster.
A spokesperson for the Georgia Department of Human Services says the need for foster parents is significant and varies in different parts of Georgia. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Pokemon cards are the latest hot item for thieves in Metro Atlanta.
Gwinnett police charge Oscar Stewart for breaking in and stealing thousands of dollars worth of cards from a gaming store in Duluth and then trying to resell those cards at a store in Cobb County. Corporal Ryan Winderweedle says some Pokemon cards are highly profitable.
There apparently are certain cards that hold high value within that community. I assume because they are low numbers and they hold certain value in the gaming industry.
More Pokemon cards are stolen from a different gaming store in Gwinnett. Police are looking into 2 suspects in that incident. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
A drug trafficker with 8 prior convictions is headed to federal prison for a decade after his most recent arrest in Metro Atlanta. Federal prosecutors say Yusuro McWhorter was caught dumping heroin out of an apartment window in Atlanta while he served as a lookout for another drug dealer. Investigators think their customers traveled from as far away as Bartow County to buy meth, cocaine, heroin, and fentanyl. The aunt of 2 Atlanta Falcons players is identified as the woman killed in a crash outside a Kroger on Wesley Chapel Road.
49-year-old Giselle Perry was sitting inside a parked car when it was struck by another vehicle, forcing her car onto the sidewalk and into a pedestrian. Perry died. The other driver and the pedestrian were seriously hurt. Perry was the aunt of Atlanta Falcons defensive backs AJ and Avion Terrell. The pair are set to make history when rookie Avion joins his brother on an NFL field for the first time in September. AJ paid tribute to his aunt on Instagram, sharing photos of Perry and saying, quote, "I'm torn, Auntie. Heart is heavy. I love you." Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
Residents of a Sandy Springs apartment complex are raising concerns about false fire alarms at the Gateway Chastain Apartments on Roswell Road.
Honestly, just absolute panic. You know, when I am in my deepest sleep normally during that time and I get woken up by that alarm, it is terrifying.
Alexandra Reese says it's been going on for months. Fire officials are concerned with so many false alarms, residents will stop taking them seriously. Gwinnett County launches a new app to help residents find the best transportation options. It offers personalized trip planning to support people with disabilities, older adults, and people who speak limited English. Director of Transportation Edgardo Aponte says you can customize the app.
Navigate from where you are and get to your destination, and it will take into account the preferences that you have set.
The GMAP app logs the routes, types of transportation, and accommodations someone wants. It is now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
Still watching brake lights, 285 eastbound, the Interloop Bill, as you make your way through Dunwoody into Doraville from Georgia 400 over to Peachtree Boulevard. Southbound ride trying to clean up, but you're going to be on and off the brakes from I-85 into Tucker, improving once you get past East Ponce de Leon Avenue, exit 40 in Clarkston. 285 westbound, it's a little sluggish through Sandy Springs from Roswell Road over to I-75 in Cobb. Then heavier stuff finds you again southbound from South Cobb Drive down to that work zone at I-20, exit 10 in West Atlanta. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy skies for the rest of this evening. Temperatures will cool to the low 50s for tomorrow morning. Some areas of patchy fog possible for the Friday morning commute. Friday afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, high 73. Mostly cloudy on Saturday. A few rain showers possible south of I-20. Morning lows in the 50s, daytime highs in the mid-70s. Sunday, partly to mostly cloudy, an isolated rain shower can't be ruled out, warming up to the upper 70s. Monday, staying mainly dry, highs in the mid-70s.
Right now, it's 71 in Jonesboro, 64 in Hiram, and 68 in Swanee. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That's right, Bill. We've made it to hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine. Eric off today. Doctrinaires with you. And I guess it begins right now. What story do you have, Jared? This was the tease that George left us about a famous actress joining OnlyFans.
Yeah, this is from People.com. My name is Earl Star. Jamie Presley joins OnlyFans to, quote, create what I want, how I want, end quote.
Where's she been?
Yeah, exactly. She did Playboy in February of 2024.
Okay.
So that's 22 years ago. So that makes her the woman from American Pie.
Oh yeah, Nadia. I blanked on her name now.
Nobody cares. And then
she made over $1 million.
I know she did. She's just doing lewds.
Yeah.
Which is my bikini is really small. Oh.
You can see my mons.
Yes. Oh God.
Shannon Elizabeth is her name.
The Jamie Presley thing. Is there a market for this? She'll make what, a couple $1 million? I know the problem is that a lot of people aren't getting acting jobs anymore. There's not a lot of production. There's not a lot of production in Hollywood. In names like that, just have gone by the wayside. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
What happened to Crab Guy or Crab Man? I love that guy. I love that show.
Who?
Did you watch that show?
I did not watch that show.
This
Crab Man?
Yeah, Crab Man was Jamie Presley's husband on My Name Is Earl.
I didn't watch My Name Is Earl.
Yeah, it was a very funny show.
I remember. I think I watched a couple. How many was it? 3 seasons?
3 or 4.
Yeah, I watched like the majority of the first season, and I liked it. But it was one of those shows where it's weird. I liked it, but I didn't come back for the next couple of seasons. And that's odd because I remember liking it.
Yeah, it was a decent show. Who else is doing that? Drea De Matteo, who was on The Sopranos, and
She's been doing it for a while.
She
right?
has, and her son is the person who runs it, which is weird. No, I don't. I think she does lewds too. But I guess if that's a way to make money, why not?
Yeah, she's 48 years old. You're not getting acting
I'm not
work.
looking.
You're not getting acting work, but you want to make $1 million, $2 million bucks. How can you blame them?
And when this kind of stuff happens, they get a lot of talk going on social media, and then we're talking about it, and it'll be in the news, and TMZ will talk about it. So they get a lot of publicity for it, and that's how they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Autumn. You sound like you want to say something.
I just it kind of makes me unhappy that it's a little bit of a playbook for you don't have a whole lot going on, so now you can resort to OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's just lewds, it's still, I mean, I guess if you feel some sort of empowerment by it, I guess then go off, queen. I guess that's fine. But
I would say the draw is money more than empowerment. Because if you're a celebrity and...
No, I just mean like how you can get yourself, the mental gymnastics that that you need to do in order to really sell your body, it's and sexualize yourself. And then even if you don't think of yourself as this is my only worth, you start to realize like, oh, I haven't been, first of all, I was in American Pie and I showed my boobs in it and I was hot. Right. And now I haven't had work in 20 years. And now the only way I'm making money is to sexualize myself. And again, you know what I mean? It reinforces something that I feel like could be negative.
Yeah, she would do Maxim, the actresses and stuff like that of that caliber.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking their acting ability. I'm just saying that those kind of movies that they were in, the comedies with the nudity and stuff, they would do Maxim. And I think even who's Sabrina the Teenage Witch? What's her name? Melissa Joan Hart. Yeah, she did. They would all do these Maxim spreads. Mm-hmm. But now that the magazine's gone, so you're not getting paid to do that. Yeah. Playboy isn't a thing anymore, and get on OnlyFans. But only outside of that, though, people don't realize. And I read these stories on Reddit that there's so many people who are on OnlyFans doing far cruder things than these actresses are, and they don't make any money really.
Yeah, and the only reason why you're getting the draw on those actresses, no matter what they show, is because they're those actresses.
I remember her.
So couldn't you make the argument that OnlyFans is the new Maxim or is the new Playboy? It's the new place just to find it.
Nothing's airbrushed anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, I like that.
So I think as technology advances and as we advance, humanity still wants the same thing, right? They still want to see.
They still want it. I think
of course,
especially men.
I sort of am under the impression that, or under the belief that OnlyFans is sort of a scourge. I think that it devalues. I know that it's positioned as, well, sex work is work and this is empowering. Sure. I know that is the way things are positioned, but I also think it's degrading. I also think it's degrading, and for everybody who uses it. And this is a belief that I have, especially if you're like, I'm a mother, I have 2 kids, and this is what I have to do, even though I have an education. And and bad things happen. I just read a story during the break about a guy paid a woman $11,000. She's a mother and a husband, and her husband knows what she does.
Okay.
She's sort of a dominatrix. She wrapped him up in saran wrap, super glued women's shoes to his feet, super glued his eyes shut, put a bag on his head, and then he died.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because these people aren't professionals.
Right, but he paid. I get she didn't set out to kill the guy. She's going to probably get involuntary manslaughter, which isn't a huge sentence, and go to jail because he died under her watch. But still, to put yourself in that position where you have a guy with 11, please wrap me up and keep me here all day and suffocate me. Those kind of things may have happened in the past, but they happen a lot more now, with a lot more of it happening publicly, and I just think that's weird.
I mean, it's hard, right? Because I think that there are some people that mentally can do it, right? And make a longer career out of it. I'm sure that they do that with the help of, I don't know, therapy maybe. But even then, I mean, so many people go through that, ultra sexualization of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They come through the other side and say, maybe that was a bad idea. I'm alive and I'm glad and I made a lot of money and a lot of experiences. I've been places, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But I would never. And it's almost like they either totally regret it and are ashamed, or they make it through and they say, I wouldn't change anything, but I would never recommend somebody do it.
Yeah, and during the old days before the online explosion, there would be adult performers who would get out of the business and disappear, and then their photos started showing up again, or they would publicly denounce what they did, like Autumn just said. But these days, there's no way. Once you do it, it's there. It's there. And if you're popular, if you do it for a couple of months and you're like, I hate this, DCMA takedowns, it's not going to get out. And, people really have to go look for it. But if you've been doing it for a long time, they're going to find it. So you get out of it. And you just have to be able to say, okay, I did this. Like Autumn said, I'm not going to be ashamed of what I've done. But it's just, overall to me, and Eric makes this point, it's just too easy and too accessible. And you have an entire generation now, Gen Z, who's grown up with sexualization and immediate access to this stuff.
And then thinking that's an option.
Yes,
I can do that.
That's
but
normal.
Then what you do kind of think that that's an option, but then when the rubber meets the road, you realize what you actually have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how easy it is necessarily.
No,
because I mean, in my day, right, there was like, oh, let's go try stripping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like let's
amateur night.
An amateur night, yeah. And then you're like, it's kind of fun and like you think about it and it'll be fun or whatever. And then once, like I said, the rubber meets the road, you're like, oh no, I never did it.
How much for a private dance?
Yeah, it's like, ew.
Can I buy you a
the
drink?
reality of doing it hits you.
Yeah.
And it's not as glamorous as you think. And if you think you're gonna make buku bucks,
you're
like,
not.
It's just as tough as like becoming a successful actress or
singer.
You
got to kick up to you got to kick to the bartender, you got to kick to the floor manager, you got to kick to the DJ, and then you're
But not
walking
just that,
out.
but I mean, even just joining OnlyFans, like you think it's going to be like, oh, I'll just be able to do this. It's like, okay, you can do it. You're not going to really be that popular. You're going to make $50 a month.
Hey, at least OnlyFans, you only got to kick it back to the platform. You bring up the
they take quite a bit.
The dancing option there.
Do they? What do they take?
I don't know. I've read some places it's like 20-30%.
I'm sure the more that you make for them, they probably take less of a percentage, right? Like if you're bringing in like a B or C list celebrity, you're bringing in millions of dollars.
And we didn't even bring it up. The guy that created it died.
Oh, did he really?
I think it was last month. Can you look that up, George?
Yeah, he did die.
Yeah.
Of what?
Some cancer that he was battling for a long time.
Yeah, and so we don't even know who owns it now.
That's true. They want to sell it. He was trying to sell it before he died, so as not to leave his family with this kind of burden.
Yeah.
But he wasn't able to.
Oh no.
Sadly.
Well, hopefully they get money from the sale regardless.
And they're like, it's because nobody want. So many companies and people have moral clauses and contracts.
Yeah.
Like Elon Musk wanted to buy it, but because he's involved with SpaceX,
Why would he buy it? It would destroy his rep. I mean, it's not
Or
that
maybe
good to
he
begin
didn't-
with, but he can't. It would sink him low.
I think people speculated that he might maybe clean it up or something of that nature.
Clean it up.
It's called X.
Nobody wants it if it's cleaned up. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
thing.
true.
Yeah, XXX.
Do you remember? It was a couple years ago. OnlyFans made the decision. Well, we're not going to allow nudity anymore, and that lasted a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
I
I think that
remember,
was
yeah.
part of his initiative trying to sell it because it
Yeah.
takes away all these moral conundrums with companies that would want to buy it.
Yeah.
Well, we could buy it, guys. Apparently, it's worth anywhere from $3 to $8 billion.
Okay.
All right.
Put in
Well,
some money.
I'm really in the middle of buying Southwest. No, not Southwest. Spirit right now.
Spirit.
So I got to see if I can make the money work.
OnlyFans should have purchased Spirit and then just had screens all over the place and have that nice logo on.
Only Spirit.
Only Spirit.
Only Spirit. There you go.
It's ghosty.
Alex Williams says there's a stall on 85 South in Midtown.
Yeah, that's right, Tim. 85 southbound, right near the Peachtree Street overpass before you get the ramp to 75 north. It's in the right lane. No help on scene yet. That's keeping you on the brake lights on 400 southbound as you leave Lennox Road. Once you get past that, unfortunately, it's going to stay slow. 75-85 southbound. The bumper-to-bumper ride continues down to about William Street. Gets a little bit better the closer you get to I-20. 75-85 northbound. That ride's trying to improve, but I'm still watching you bunched up from University Avenue up to Freedom Parkway. And also 75 north in Cobb County. That ride's not doing too bad, but I'm looking for new trouble in the express lane on 75 northbound just before you get to Highway 5. Traffic brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Shop self-care staples at Whole Foods Market. Get 33% off body care and candles with Prime through May 12th. While supplies last, shop in store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is tomorrow morning at 8.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Hey friends, it's Mark Aram, and this is for all my listeners who are struggling with hair loss. I'm sure you've tried the lotions, pills, creams, and potions. With so many options and doctors out there, who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair is an incredible breakthrough. Receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spots, Advanced Hair offers a simple, quick, one-day treatment that begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And get this, Advanced Hair even guarantees your new hair will grow. Works for men and women across all ages, and there is no one in hair restoration I recommend more. For your free consultation, call 470-660-HAIR. If you move forward, you'll also receive $500 off. 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that has redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that guarantee. Check out incredible before and after pictures at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
We're hiring at A1 Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at a1garage.com/careers.
A1garage.com. A1 from day one.
There's a new kind of energy at Starbucks. When your day needs a reset, try the all-new energy refreshers. Strawberry acai, mango dragon fruit, or the all-new mango strawberry. The refreshers you love, now with extra caffeine. New energy refreshers only at Starbucks.
So anyway, I just signed up for OnlyFans. We'll see how that goes.
Nice. Make you some money, man.
Hey, you know me. I've been on the radio in Atlanta. All right, check it out.
Got your voice work, too, for Adult Swim?
I wouldn't want to besmirch it.
People are going to love that. They're like,
I want to use the radio angle.
Absolutely.
Check out this belly. You last saw this on a billboard in 2003.
And now it can be yours.
That's right. All right. This story is interesting. 1 egg a day may help you do what, Jared?
That's right. Eating eggs 5 times a week could slash your Alzheimer's risk. So this is from a new study that just came out, and I feel vindicated. I feel validated.
Have you been saying this for a while? That eggs cure.
I eat eggs every day.
So do I.
I think that it's just the best way to start your day, and I feel good. And if I don't eat an egg now, I'm like, I feel like I'm missing.
Out.
Exactly. I feel like
freak out.
I feel like I'm missing something. So I eat.
You need to get some chickens.
Yeah.
I probably do. Honestly, if
You
I
can't
had,
have them where you are, though.
no, my neighbors wouldn't love that.
You can't have a chicken running around your house. They poop everywhere. They go to the bathroom everywhere.
Well, you just pick it up.
No,
my
you don't.
My cat would eat them too.
A chicken? I think the chicken would probably claw its eyes out.
I don't know. My cat's huge. My cat's like 16 pounds. He's got some weight on him.
He does. And chickens can also fly a short distance, so.
That's true.
Eggs are good for you. We went through this long period, especially if you're our age, that eggs are good for you. Eggs are bad for you. Eggs are good for you. Eggs are bad for you. Just eat this part. Just eat the eggs. No, everything in the egg is good for you. Don't get factory farm eggs if you can afford it. And they're not really that much more expensive. But yeah, factory farm eggs with the bright yellow yolk, not that good for you. But they do have the protein in them.
Are they that bad for you, though?
They're not as good as the one, because they feed them industrialized feed. But they're carnivores, really. They're supposed to eat bugs and go through the grass and stuff. When I was a little kid, one of my mom's friends had chickens, and I would sit on the porch and just watch them eat ants. It was fascinating.
Oh, really?
This is before, iPads.
I would love to have some chickens.
I would too, but then you got to muck them. You got to clean.
Go to the Tractor Supply. You can get ducks. You can get little chicks too if you go there.
I'll keep them in my bathroom.
Yeah.
You don't want you do not want a farm bird in your house.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Ducks are cool, but theirs is even worse.
Yeah, they're
really.
Yeah.
Oh, I do know. Like goose poop is really weird.
Yeah, well, that's big actually. But the ducks and stuff. Ducks are cute. Those white ducks, kids get them for Easter, and then they're dead in a month because no one can take care of it anymore.
Yeah. My mom, when she was little, they would get like actual little chicks for Easter.
And what would they do with them?
And the cat would eat them.
Oh no!
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago, It was like
at least a
60s.
bunny. At least a bunny will live a couple of months before people get tired of taking care of a bunny.
That's so mean.
Well, they're not good pets.
No, I totally agree. I just can't believe that somebody would actually give for Easter a chick like that.
Listen, it was the 60s.
It was,
you know what I mean? Like people didn't care.
They would wrap a puppy in a box.
There's a Shirley Temple movie where there was one of those big birds that have like the big chin that holds fish in it and water.
A pelican?
Yes, thank you. A pelican. There was a pelican in the scene, and it needed to stay there, and so they nailed its the webbed part of its feet to the ground.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh no!
So it would stay. That's what I'm saying. Like people didn't care about animals.
No, and they used to trip horses in all the Western movies, like physically trip them and fall down, and they do it digitally now.
Then they break their legs, and you're like, well, get rid of this horse.
Send them to the glue factory.
That's right. We need a new horse.
Eggs are tasty, though. I have, sometimes. Autumn and I, during the pandemic, Autumn and I did this diet, this company that endorsed us, and we're not going to say their name because they don't endorse us anymore, but one of the things they told me, we would get a phone call once a week. Do you remember this, Autumn, from the counselor? And I said, how many eggs can you eat? And they said, unlimited amount of eggs a day. So there was some, I was lazy.
Calorie-wise, that might be a bad idea.
Well, no, but remember, we were in ketosis and there's no sugar. So you would just cook them in grass-fed butter and eat 3 or 4 every meal. Because they had this supplemental stuff that they made and would send to you. Ugh. And all that stuff tastes like soap.
At least
diet food is gross.
At least you're able to eat something real. I can tell you that you make a good point with talk about the yellow yolks and the different kinds of eggs. The best eggs that I've ever had in my life, my buddy had hens in his yard.
Yeah, those are the best.
And he would feed them jalapenos, or his dad would feed him jalapenos. And these eggs, it would transfer down to the egg, and they were the best tasting.
Were they spicy, or just give them a different flavor?
It would just give like a little kick, just a little bit of kick to the eggs. Not like a significant one.
No, that makes sense. I mean, like, this is weird. The first thing I thought of was like breast milk.
Yeah. I guess that's
it transfers to your breast milk. If you eat something spicy, it's got just a little.
And the yolks are kind of they're orange, kind of from the fresh eggs compared to the ones you usually get at the store.
Yeah.
When you get the good eggs from the store, their yolks are orange, but that really mostly has to do with what the birds are fed.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily mean that they're fed something better. It's just they're fed something a little better.
Well, I feel excellent that we've cracked.
Hey, I feel all scrambled. I hope we're going to a break soon.
Eat your eggs. Eat your eggs.
Well, we better flip over to traffic now. Trouble in the I-75 express lanes in Cobb, says Alex Williams.
And you're bringing the good luck, Tim, because as I'm watching the jam cam, it is pulling away. This was a left lane blocked in the express lanes. Clear stalled box truck, 75 northbound, past North Marietta Parkway, exit number 265. All lanes are back open, so hopefully that'll help out the express lanes. The through lanes not moving too bad at all through Marietta up into Kennesaw. Thanks to our traffic troopers up in Jackson County. Let me know about this crash. 85 northbound before Highway 129, exit 137. Had all lanes shut down, but they just opened the left lane. It's still going to stay slow. So if you would like to avoid that, you can use Highway 124 as your alternate. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. You visit reliableair.com and get $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model for those heating and air repairs. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Many times, a person hires a law firm after an injury without doing research. It can be a big mistake or not. Sometimes, after you have hired a certain lawyer, you realize you made a certain mistake. But guess what? Just because you hire them doesn't mean you can't fire them. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you think you've hired the wrong firm, you may have. So do this. Google Morgan & Morgan results or visit forthepeople.com for cases just like yours. You may find that our full-service injury firm should have been your choice in the first place. Last year, almost 12,000 people discharged their law firm and hired us after further research. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. Visit forthepeople.com today and let's get started. Or call Pound Law on your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Morgan & Morgan, Atlanta, 191 Peachtree, Atlanta, Georgia. Pound Law. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Selling your home doesn't have to take over your life. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. With Orchard, it's all about convenience. You get cash up front from your current home so you can buy your next one first. No waiting, no juggling deadlines, no trying to line everything up just right. You move when it's convenient for you. Then Orchard handles the rest. Repairs, upgrades, staging, marketing, everything needed to get your old home sold for top dollar. No constant showings, no last-minute cleanups, no rearranging your schedule around buyers. And when your home sells, you get the proceeds. That's your second payout. It's one streamlined process designed to make your move easier from start to finish. You don't have to manage every step. You don't have to stress over the details. You just move forward. Start with a free home valuation today at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
Life is a circle. At Emory Healthcare, this circle contains the first breakthroughs that bend fear toward hope, echoes that become second chances, love regained, tomorrow reclaimed. Emory is driven by firsts because second chances matter to keep life's circle moving forward. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Access to affordable credit helps me pay my employees, but I don't really need it.
Inflation is killing me. But who cares? Big retailers are making record profits. That's why we support the Durbin Marshall credit card bill.
See? Banks and credit unions help small businesses make payroll. This bill would cut the vital resources they need.
While increasing megastore profits. They deserve it, don't they?
Tell Congress, stop the Durbin Marshall money grab for corporate megastores.
Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top story, it's just in, tensions rising in the Middle East. U.S. Central Command says Iran attacked two of its Navy ships in the Strait of Hormuz. In a social media post, CENTCOM announced it intercepted the attacks on U.S. Navy ships transiting the strait, calling them unprovoked. In response, the U.S. targeted the Iranian facilities responsible for the attacks. White House correspondent Nancy Cordes reports this comes with the Trump administration still waiting for Iran to respond to its latest proposal to end the war.
Pressure is really building when it comes to gas prices, fertilizer prices, jet fuel prices, and all the rest. So we're waiting for an Iranian response. The Iranians say they're looking over it, that they will let the Pakistanis, who have been mediating these talks, know when they've got something to say.
70 degrees in Atlanta. Will rain return for the weekend? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. New this half hour, a man arrested in Paulding County is accused of having hundreds of images of child sex abuse material.
The Paulding County Sheriff's Office was tipped off by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children and Internet Crimes Against Children that Daniel Esquivel had more than 100 files of suspected child sex abuse material. Investigators say they spent months digging through countless amounts of, quote, unimaginably graphic material. Deputies then searched Esquivel's home and found more material. And during his interview with authorities, he admitted to having more than that, which authorities say came up to about 1,400 photos and videos. The investigation is still underway. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
The Fulton County School District is one of thousands of victims of a cyber attack targeting one of its vendors. The parent company behind its Canvas learning management system says a third party gained access to certain user information. It may include names, email addresses, student ID numbers, and private messages, but it does not appear any passwords, financial information, or social security numbers were compromised because the district does not share that information. A Georgia foster care provider says declining foster family recruitment is a scary trend.
We are very concerned about the state of foster care, both in the state of Georgia and nationally.
Wellroot Family Services President and CEO Allison Ash says they've seen a 50% drop in recruitment since 2024. She believes economic factors are playing a role. A spokesperson for the Georgia Department of Human Services says they recently raised the rate and are always working to recruit and retain foster parents. Residents of a Sandy Springs apartment complex say false fire alarms are annoying and could be dangerous.
The Sandy Springs Fire Marshal says they've been called to the Gateway Chastain Apartments on Roswell Road at least 7 times this year, 3 times in March alone, all for false alarms. Residents like Alexandra Reese are fed up.
This is where we all come home to, and so knowing that we can't sleep peacefully overnight and trust the alarm system seems like a really big issue that needs to be fixed.
She says the alarms are so common that many residents have stopped taking them seriously. The building could face fines if the issue is not fixed. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
No comment yet from the building's property manager. A 75-year-old Lawrenceville man is sentenced to life in prison for shooting and killing a man after a fight about a dog. Stanley Elliott and 44-year-old Anthony Collins had previously gotten into an argument after Elliott tried to beat Collins' puppies with a metal pole. When Collins went for a walk with his Jack Russell Terrier a couple of months later in 2021 in a neighborhood off Riverside Parkway, the two men exchanged words and Elliott shot him. He was found guilty of felony murder by a jury in Gwinnett County. A new voting map is approved in Tennessee.
Tennessee became the 9th state to redraw its congressional map ahead of the midterms, the General Assembly acting quickly after last week's Supreme Court decision. The new map splits the current 9th district, the only majority black district, into 2. It minimizes the impact of majority black Shelby County.
Brian Clark reports that district is currently held by Congressman Steve Cohen, the only Democrat representing Tennessee in Congress. He says he is going to sue. It is 6:34. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams.
Stall just cleared out of the second right lane into Midtownville, 85 southbound before 17th Street, right at the ramps to 75 north. Still slow, though, from the 85-400 merge, and once you get into Midtown, those delays really start to ease up once you clear North Avenue. Northbound, still some brake lights, 75-85 North University Avenue up to Freedom Parkway. Travel advisory continues up in Jackson County. Crash leaves only a left lane open. I-85 northbound before Highway 129, exit 137. Use Highway 124 as your alternate to bypass that as you head up toward Pendergrass. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy skies for the rest of this evening. Temperatures will cool to the low 50s for tomorrow morning. Some areas of patchy fog possible for the Friday morning commute. Friday afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, high 73. Mostly cloudy on Saturday. A few rain showers possible south of I-20. Morning lows in the 50s, daytime highs in the mid-70s. Sunday, partly to mostly cloudy. An isolated rain shower can't be ruled out. Warming up to the upper 70s. Monday, staying mainly dry, highs in the mid-70s.
Right now it's 72 in Noonan, 70 in Midtown Atlanta, 65 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. No showings, no open houses, just a simple, stress-free way to sell your home. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorney.
Sweet James, the only firm to call if you're hurt in a crash. 800-9-million and sweetjames.com.
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs, pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation, with the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you, with personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute, built to beat cancer.
Hey, it's your buddy Shelley Winter here, co-host of The Car Guys with my good friend and brother Kevin Deutsch from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Whatever you want to know about buying, selling, leasing, or maintaining a vehicle, Kevin has your answers.
That's right, Shelley. For over 40 years, I've sold, leased, fixed, and financed pretty much every make and model. I've seen it all. If you have any car questions, we'll have the answers every Saturday at noon.
It's The Car Guys, Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, brought to you by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta.
Mike Rowe here with a fun fact. Did you know that 50% of the air that you breathe inside your home comes from your crawl space? Yeah. Whether your crawl space is wet, musty, or your floors are bouncy, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to repair your crawl space. Schedule a free inspection with AquaGuard, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
All right, Jared, we need an update. Stuff's happening over in the Middle East right now, in the Persian Gulf. Shots are being fired. What's the latest?
Yeah, so right now, this is pretty wild. So apparently, we're still awaiting Iran's response to the latest peace proposal.
The memo.
But both sides, here's what both sides are saying now. So apparently, we're saying that we conducted self-defense strikes on Iranian military facilities and command centers that have intelligence and whatnot, and after Iran launched unprovoked attacks on warships in the Strait of Hormuz. So that was apparently our counterattack was because of what happened a day ago, right?
Okay.
So Iran is claiming that the U.S. struck civilian areas and an oil tanker and claimed that that was the response after the attacks on U.S. vessels. So it looks like we're still a long way away from potentially finding...
But it's a beautiful ceasefire. It's one of the best, they tell me. Everybody all over the world tells me.
They're loving it. They're loving it.
They say it's probably the best ceasefire ever. And, you know, there's a lot of firing, but it's the good kind. The good kind, not the war kind. The good kind of firing.
You were speaking last night about it. You said you've been consistent about this.
They are militarily defeated. They have no Navy. They have no Air Force. They have no anti-aircraft weaponry. They have no radar.
None.
They have no leaders.
No.
Their leaders are gone.
Who are we talking to?
Very interesting.
Okay.
Because, you know,
They have no bread.
make a
no
deal
milk.
and then they break it. Then they make a deal, they break it.
Yeah.
It's a difficult group. But from a military standpoint, I mean, if we left today, it would take them 20 years to rebuild.
20 years to rebuild and dig out all those missiles that we weren't able to get that were in the mountains, all the beautiful yellow cake and the nuclear dust or the uranium dust. We're just going to go pick it up. We're going to... Beautiful, really. I mean, everything is decimated. Their entire, every town, every...
Well, Mr. President, why are we still there then? Why are we still involved in this? You know the midterms
Because
are coming.
they have no ability to make a nuclear bomb, but we can't let them have the ability to make a nuclear weapon. We can't. We just cannot do it.
But now I'm confused, Mr. President.
Well, we wiped out their nuclear program a year and a half ago, right? Or a year ago, something like that, George, am I?
Yeah.
Okay. We wiped it out totally, and then in 1 year, they rebuilt it all. And then we had to blow it up again. And now they don't have it, but we need it.
Right. That makes sense.
Gotta get the nuclear dust.
The dust in the Gulf, the Gulf's important. The Strait of Hormuz, that beautiful strait. Maybe we'll change it to Trump. Maybe
the Strait of Trump.
Strait of Trump. I mean, that would be great. Macron is sending, France's only. Oh, they have one aircraft carrier. They're going to try to get involved, but we need everybody's help. And like I told all of our allies before we even went over there that we were doing this and that we would need their help, and they said, "Sir, we're not going to help you." Well, they haven't helped.
Well, right now you've got the Gulf states. They're pretty upset.
Well, they have no leaders, no military, no boats.
No. Saudi Arabia,
No socks, no shoes.
and
No
UAE. They have leaders.
Cereal,
Mr.
no
President.
milk.
They don't even have oil. They ran out of oil. There's no more oil. All the oil is ours, and the ships are coming to fill them up in the middle of the Gulf.
You're going to have to make a very tough decision, Mr. President. You're going to have to make the decision.
We're going to blow them all to hell.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You'll
But
have-
maybe not. I hope not. I don't want to blow them all to hell. Maybe.
It seems to me that it just depends on your mood when you wake up. Some days you seem like things are going to end, and then other days this could be going well into next year.
It all depends on them. It's all on we're waiting for whoever their leader is, the janitor at the building where they had their militaries. Now the Ayatollah.
You're supposed to make a decision, I guess.
Well, tell the guys in the army to stop it with the missiles.
Well, do you have their number?
And the drones. I have it, but are they? Look, what's your name? Is your name Farzad? I don't know, whatever you're rating.
Whatever you want.
The janitor over there, who's he's a good janitor. We could use janitors here, but your family's great. I hope you're great. Make a deal. That's all I want. I made a deal with the head janitor at the IRGC building, and it looks like peace is on the way. He got the memo. I faxed it. It's all good. Sign it, send it back. We'll end the war.
And props to you. It was one page, so
I don't want to read more than one page.
I get it. You want to keep it simple.
It says, no nukes. Give us all the oil.
Knock it off.
Knock it off, or you're going to get a spanking.
And now the latest thing is that Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Qatar are all saying that they feel like if we accept the peace deal that they're proposing now, that both sides are trying to work on now, that it would be kind of a half-butt kind of job.
Well, they would feel that they were abandoned because if you leave the current regime in power, they're going to rebuild and do what they've always done. And that's just who they've always been ever since they took over in 79. And they have a right to be afraid of that. Trump wants to get out and say, I have a deal. Let's get the gas prices back where they were, fix the economy, open up that strait. That's what he wants. But because we've engaged them and the military strikes were so devastating, even though there's still stuff left, you either have to finish it.
Yeah.
Or get out and let the Middle East handle it on their own, which they're not going to be able to do.
But getting out now seems to be the only option. Because what the other option?
No,
would
the
be
other option is to finish.
Invade their side of the Hormuz Strait, which is a huge, prolonged war that.
Yes,
could
I
be
know.
A giant quagmire. It just seems like.
Oh, I didn't say it was a good idea, but that is
You're
probably.
just saying, like, these are the options.
Those are the options, yeah.
Right.
And to leave the allies that we have in that area, especially the Gulf states, without any defense is not going to be good.
But Saudi Arabia is aren't they kicking us out of their base?
No. They don't want us using the airspace if we're not going to do anything.
So, but is that because they
they want us to finish them?
Motivate us to.
Yeah, they don't like the Iranians.
No, they want us to finish them off. As much as
do they not
another
understand
country in
how
that region.
Did they not understand how complicated that would be?
Well, they would help, I'm sure, if that was the goal. But they probably knew the goal as well as you and I do.
That's why I think the issue that we made from the very beginning, George, was we thought that we could do it quickly when this is something that's been going on for years and years and years. And
I don't think anybody truly thought that we could do it quickly.
I don't believe that for a minute. Venezuela had zero military. Yeah. They had nothing. They're an extremely poor country. Outside of anything, Iran was a wealthy country. All those people are wealthy because they have that oil money and they all skim and keep it. And if you look at the city like Tehran, which is still a modern city, even though they have Islamic law in a lot of places, most of the people there, they're out partying, they're driving BMW, they're wealthy. And they have a hell of a military. It's, Venezuela, what drones do they have? Nothing.
Yeah, they don't have nearly the firepower that Iran has.
No.
But obviously, whoever got into this administration's ear about this said this is going to be that they could do it. No, I don't think it would be as fast as Venezuela, but certainly faster than how long it's
certainly
gone now.
nobody in his cabinet told him that would be a cakewalk.
Yeah.
A guy told me on the phone, he said, hey, you should go over there and bomb him. It'll take you 2 days. That's it. 2 days.
It
stop.
seems like he tries to, almost like he tries to manifest it. Like if I speak it, it will, I can make it happen. Or maybe
I read
like.
The Secret.
Yeah, exactly. Or he makes like a vision board. He's got a Pinterest board.
That's right, I do. A lot of pictures of people being blown to pieces.
We'll find out. We don't know anything. And 9 times out of 10, I don't believe any of the initial stories that come out of that war.
I know.
Because you're going to get Iranian propaganda. And don't look on X, because you're getting Iranian propaganda, you're getting UAE, you're getting bots, you're getting Israel, you're getting all the propaganda. You don't know.
There's a lot of opinions.
Yeah, and AI, crappy AI stuff.
Yes, that's true too.
Now I think everything is AI. I look in the mirror and I go, that isn't me.
Yeah.
That's AI.
I push my kids down because I'm like, it's not really you.
You're not real.
Mommy, you hurt me.
Alex Williams says 85 North is slow into Norcross. I don't like that, Alex.
Well, good news, Tim. It's getting better quickly. The slowest part of it is trying to get off of 285 onto I-85 northbound. Then once you get up past Pleasantdale Road, stays a little crowded up to Indian Trail Road, but not terrible. Then farther up in Jackson County, that's where the big jam is between Brazelton and Pendergrass with a crash 85 northbound before Highway 129, exit 137. Only a left lane getting by as they try to clean this up. You can use Highway 124 as an alternate to get around that. 75 northbound, that ride's getting better as well. A few scattered brake lights between Marietta and Kennesaw, but not terrible. Traffic brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Shop self-care staples at Whole Foods Market. Get 33% off body care and candles with Prime through May 12th while supplies last. Shop in-store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When you need to know.
This story is developing in Atlanta.
When you want to know.
Severe weather is on its way.
When you have to know.
We'll alert you as soon as this closure clears.
Get notifications
from your source for news.
Get the WSB radio app.
Download it from your app store today.
It's Chris Chandler with Josh Brooker, owner of TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
It's our mission to make your home as comfortable and safe as possible.
So how do you take that comfort to the next level?
Easy online scheduling, friendly on-time technicians. When TE Certified is in your home, you'll be comfortable from the start to the finish. Our experts will fix it right so you can sit back and relax.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Unmatched coverage of local breaking news. First on the scene, working sources, getting the facts, and showing you the impact. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's George Estevez. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA
MCO.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
The garage door springs that come standard with most homes don't last. And when they fail, it's not just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello at A1 Garage Door Service. Our springs are the toughest in the industry, backed by our lifetime warranty. That's right. Fix them once and you're covered for life. Don't risk your family's safety or your peace of mind. Let A1 replace your springs before they become a problem. From repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one.
A1 from day one.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, some Sting. It's the final segment of today's show. Let me share our social media platforms with you, baby, if you can dig it. You can find me on Instagram at Timstagram here, or on X at Tim Andrews here. There you go, Jared.
I am at Jared Yamamoto and all of the social places: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, YouTube, OnlyFans, all the different places at Jared Yamamoto.
I am George Viewer on Instagram.
And Autumn?
I'm mostly everywhere at Autopritz, Pritts.
And back on Facebook.
Yeah, for reasons.
All right. Because you want to read AI news stories that'll upset you.
Yeah.
You know what? We have got something for you guys here. This is some big news, and Autumn, you'll be excited about this.
Okay.
The 12 finalists include Frogger, where you had to get a frog across a 5-lane highway.
Yeah,
Galaga, the arcade space shooter game. FIFA International Soccer, the most popular sports game franchise of all time.
Boring.
And Angry Birds, the 2009 hit seemingly everyone had on their first smartphones. The new inductees will join the 49 games already enshrined in the World Video Game Hall of Fame, which is in Rochester, New York. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
You have to go to Rochester.
Oh, sweet. I can visit an empty Kodak factory while I'm up there.
We're going to Rochester. Yes.
I can go to the to the really cool planetarium they have there, which I've been to. But they do have a nice planetarium.
Okay, good to know.
They have a great planetarium.
I love it.
I think the question is, do I go to the Toy Hall of Fame or the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland? Because at least
Video game or toy?
that's what I'm sorry. The Video Game Hall of Fame is in Rochester, and then the
Go to the Video Game Hall of Fame.
yeah.
But also, like, do you get to play the games? Or are they like?
Oh, sir, don't touch it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you get to play.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they have arcades there. What about Flappy Bird? Nobody likes Flappy Bird? Remember that game?
I liked Flappy Bird.
No, what's Flappy
Oh,
Bird?
it was a game that was put on the different platforms and then
Yeah.
banned. But it was very hard to do.
You gotta skip the bird across the land and get it as far as you can.
Yeah, and then they
Yeah,
took
it
it
like
down.
bounces.
Yeah, and if you messed up, you had to start over. There were no levels.
Out of all of those, I think Galaga
Galaga was great.
was my favorite. Frogger is,
Before
iconic,
your time.
But
Yeah,
it's
Frogger's
iconic,
great.
but I don't think it's as fun as Galaga.
And FIFA, I know that you guys are going to hate, but FIFA was huge.
I don't hate it. That's a huge game.
Huge game. So I
What about Big Game Hunter? What about Big Game Hunter?
But that's
What
a
about
good
Duck
one.
Hunt?
Oh, no, Duck Hunt. Yeah, we can play that at home. The Big Game Hunter is the one that drunk guys play at bars.
Yeah,
That
one
is fun to play.
It is fun.
That one and the pole position has to be in there. All these games.
Oh, yeah.
You guys don't know. My grandmother would take me to the Grand Union. This was the grocery store chain. It was called Grand Union, and they're not around anymore, obviously. And they had Space Invaders. This is mid to late 70s. And it was a quarter, and I don't know if you know what Space Invaders is, but it wasn't color when I played it. It was just these things that go chuk, 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 and you would shoot them. And that was one of the first ones. I had the Pong thing at home. That was a lot of fun. Those belong in there. They're way more advanced
I've
now.
got to imagine they're in that 49 that's already in.
Yeah.
Oh,
They mentioned
sure.
Yeah.
Tetris, I thought, immediately came to mind until they said that.
Donkey Kong, the original one.
What about like Doom?
Doom?
Doom's got to go in there
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah, I would think that
Doom
would.
should be in there right now.
007, James Bond, definitely got to be in there.
GoldenEye
never
for
played
sure.
that one.
GoldenEye. That would be
What?
the.
You never played
No,
on it?
what system was it on?
That was N64.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have it. I only had I had an NES.
You had a Nintendo.
Yes, a Nintendo.
Because that was
I had
what you
an
wrote in the
NES.
box.
I had oh, and then I bought myself a Sega Game Gear. Like I saved up for that.
Oh, it's kind of a rare one.
Then you got a free one from the radio station.
Hell yeah.
I remember that one. All right, that music says we have to get out of here. Hopefully Eric will be back tomorrow, and we'll be the full crew will be here. Shelley Winter is up next. He has a great show for you. I haven't seen him looking too agitated, so maybe it'll be a real dialed down one. No, he always has something cool to say. We'll talk to you tomorrow.